Okay, so Alfie wants to recite the prologue,
Sure.
or deliver the prologue, I suppose is the
I will
correct
deliver
verb.
untouched the prologue to everyone if.
Please do.
This better be the best thing I've ever heard, Alex.
Alright, so, after coming back to town and saving their asses, they were still incredibly ungrateful. A couple moments pass where we see a couple scenes of Alfie continually arguing with Sod in a tavern until they realize there's another lead they can follow. A lead where Laris might be. A lead of a temple. Knowing this, the adventurers group together and they go, which way? I think eastward. Did you go eastward or westward?
Yes, you take the road eastward, the low road you took.
The road east to this really ghetto-ass place that is terrifying and mean and cruel and full of pirates. and Alfie is very uncomfortable right now because he thought Hamlet was bad, but this is worse.
Wait, what was wrong with Hamlet?
What the fuck is wrong with my home?
Alfie, hey, this is in Alfie's mind, right? Don't you?
Yeah, this isn't a character. We're just.
This is a
delivering
thought
the
crime.
prologue.
It's a thought crime,
Thought
and Trymec is
crime.
just staring at you like he knows you're thinking bad thoughts about his village.
And Trymec is now a landowner, isn't he?
I am a proper landowner. I pay my taxes. and
Well,
everything.
you haven't paid your taxes yet.
Oh, yeah, not yet, but I have to.
But he owns land, and that's the important part.
He, in
I
fact,
have a
went broke
bed with
purchasing
a
the land.
spider quilt.
It's a rug.
Spider carpet.
A plush carpet rug. Yes.
Yes.
So with
The bed
that,
is really just a belly drop.
So with that, they head to this new town. What was the name of the town again?
Nulb. That's
Nulb.
N-U-L-B. For those
This
of
town
you
of
keeping
Nulb,
track.
which is very dull. They come across a couple taverns. They're looking for work, and we left the party off with a little wee figure disappearing behind a building.
Didn't we try to catch it, and it ran away, and we failed at that?
No. We didn't
No.
try to catch it. It ended the session with this little figure appearing behind a wall and disappearing.
Yeah, we just got kicked out of the herb place, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mhm.
We have a turn tracker up, by the way.
Yeah, I can get that up. Whoops. Boop. Let me put that
Thank
on
you,
the main screen. make
'cause I'm
that
still
different.
fresh. Hey. So do I get my tax nature?
Yes, you get your 1 point of tax nature back.
Hey.
Okay, and hey, one thing I want you guys to do for me this session,
Mm-hmm.
I want to get back in the habit of doing more character voices. So if I ever just give you a character that's like either my voice or a slightly gruffer version of my voice, call me out on it and make me do a proper voice for it.
Do a proper voice for it.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
so you're requesting that you want us to...
Call you out onto doing more voices.
Your
Yeah.
goal is to do more unique voices. Got it.
Oh man, that's hard. That's
I
hard.
can do it. I just need to do it.
Yeah, I got very shy, so I just narrate the voice.
I mean, some of them are gonna be goofy, but that's fine.
All right. Okay. Anyways, let's get to the meat and bones of this.
All right. So, you guys had also made an agreement with the proprietor of the what's that place called? The Waterside Inn.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
one
I
that
think
was.
so.
Yeah, the
over
Waterside
near the
Hotel.
entrance.
Yeah, Dick Wrench.
Wait, is that what his name was?
His name is Dick Wrench.
That's a good name. I like it a lot.
Would
Are
you
you
say
sure that's not a
yours?
nickname? I do believe that's quite a bit of a profane name.
Let's give him the nickname Tug.
What's wrong?
I don't
with
believe
the-
that's any better.
You know, that's a nickname for Richard. You got a problem with the name Richard?
I don't see what the problem is. That's just a name. Some people are just named Dick. What's the matter?
That's how you spell it.
That is not how I would have spelled wrench. But great, amazing.
He was the one who said that if we come back, I think the next night, or was it tonight, we could have
Yep,
a
that
job.
evening. This evening.
Yep.
All right. Well,
Yep, said hard and heavy work. And he kind of like gave you a meaningful like look when he did it.
Basically bad stuff.
well, if it means,
Probably unethical.
well, hopefully not too unethical. But I did see something. A figure behind that building there. I think we're being watched.
Well, why don't you go chase it?
Tilly very conspicuously looks behind the building. I don't see anything.
Alfie, I guess, would like try to go where the.
I mean, yeah. Well, we ended the last session with you like running around the corner chasing after it, and it was just gone.
Poof.
Yeah.
I'm kind of like, my feet are kind of sinking into the mud right now.
You saw
I'm
like.
annoyed 'cause-
Oh yeah, all this ground's like. I mean, this ground like is right next to a river. It's soggy on a good day, and after that heavy rain yesterday, it is quite thick. But yeah, you
That's a
saw a
shame
small
those-
figure. It's too small to have been a halfling.
I'm
It's
going
a shame
to.
those tall elf legs couldn't help you catch it.
Snarling,
I'm not
Alfie.
jealous.
Is there any way for me to track this, or is that going to be a roll?
I mean, that would be a roll, absolutely.
Okay, let's go ahead
Sounds
and
like
do
you
this,
wanna
guys.
track. That's what's the tracking
I
skill?
can
There's
help.
just tracking
Scouting?
skill.
Would that
Scouting.
be scouting, or that there's one other one that was apt for this? No, not
There's
Pathfinder.
Hunter?
There's scout, and there is hunter.
There's a skill list here now, by the way. If
Oh, you're
you
right.
look on
Can you pin it? Did you pin it?
I believe I did.
Yes,
If I
you
didn't,
did.
I'm about
You
to.
did pin it. This is a great list. I'm gonna have this open because God
It's
damn,
like
the
super
book
short,
is so
yeah.
annoying to sift through.
Yeah, and
Great
it gives you
system,
the page
terrible book.
for the. Yeah, well, what do you want?
This,
You
thank
want,
you.
you want a good book? You want resources? You gotta make them yourself, idiot.
Listen,
It does list scout tracking, so
Yeah.
all right. So you don't have to tell me the difficulty, right? I just roll it.
Actually, the difficulties are in the book. See, this is where you take where it says scout is what 142.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I need to have the book open. God damn.
You do need the PDF of the book open. So the size of the object is tiny.
Go.
So let's see here. We're already starting off with a difficulty of 1, 2, 3, 4 for that.
Okay.
You do know it's like exact location. So that's
It's a merit.
4, 5. Yeah, that's an obstacle 5.
Oh dear.
I can help you.
I think I can help as well. Yeah, I got scout.
Okay. So, first roll of the night, guys. Alfie, taking a look at the tracks, I am going to use my firstborn trait against myself. So I gotta check, guys.
Hold
So I'm
on.
gonna-
Wait.
Wait. What?
Against yourself? What are you talking about?
Like if I use a trait against myself, don't I get a check? Like I take a -1 or something? That's how it works, right?
Using traits right here.
Yeah, using traits.
against versus independent test -1 penalty to your roll. Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
So I'm gonna use it against myself. Firstborn. Being a little bit
what-
annoyed from the weather
Yeah.
and the mud, Alfie starts to bark orders at Sod and Trymec, thinking that he'll know what he's doing, but he is being very dickish about it.
Okay. All right.
Alfie,
All right.
you're being very dickish about this.
I
Would you
agree.
like to try? Yeah, Alfie's being a bit gung ho, trying to. It seems like he's trying to impress something or someone, mostly himself. But that is 2 for me. Who else is helping me? That's 4.
I can help.
I can help as well.
All right.
Remember, any of
And
you
mo-
can spend a check to also gain the bonus or penalty from
Pass or
not penalty,
fail.
but pass or
But
fail.
I don't think that they have checks right now.
Yeah. Yeah. You got to be using your traits like Alfie here is
You have
doing
be
to get your
using,
checks.
Use your traits negatively, hopefully in parts where it doesn't kill us. All right,
Yeah,
so,
like places like here. This is a really good place to use it.
All right, so
Probably
46.
not going to be death.
Yep, 46 rated less than 4, but it's 2 successes and.
All right.
Unfortunately-
So you like Alfie like goes around the corner like barking orders, and you go like stomping down like this sort of like alleyway back here. I'm gonna be taking advantage of your cameras a whole bunch because that's how I'm moving the actual stream camera.
That's fine.
So forgive me if I yank you a little bit. And so you go through and you like take a little peek around this right here, and you slip in a particularly thick slotch of mud.
Oh, no.
I now have mud along my entire
right
leg,
on
and
your
I'm very
butt.
annoyed.
Oh yeah, you're angry actually.
Wait, what?
Oh no.
But you hear like from the other side of the building here, like a small tittering laugh.
Wait a second. Wait a second. Where was that laugh?
It was from just around the building.
I'm gonna follow that laugh.
Okay, so you immediately like scramble, just getting more mud on yourself, but you're just so like furious that you don't care at this point. And you see a small young woman with wings, sort of like floating like a foot or so off the air, like laughing into her hand, and she like gasps with surprise when she sees you. Oh!
Hold on.
And then she disappears. Yeah, you have the angry trait now.
Okay. Grr.
That's your penalty for failing that.
Oof. I'm very annoyed right now, guys.
Right, so she sees you, goes, oh! And disappears.
Wait, what?
As in, she vanishes in thin air.
I'm back. There's mud across the entire body, and Alfie's annoyed.
God damn it, Alfie. What did you do? Did you just go
Not
roll
this
around in the
time.
mud?
Would you like to go rolling around in the mud too, Sod?
I'd prefer not to. It's not one of my
Alfie.
favorite.
Alfie, you feel something pop you right in the back of the head. It feels cold and wet and soft.
What?
You reach
Alfie,
back, and there's a big handful of mud stuck to the back of your head.
I'm tilted.
You turn around on the top of the building. Whoop, I hit the wrong button. Yep. She looks at you, smiles, waves, and disappears.
Am I the only one crazy, or did anyone else see that?
Look,
Alfie-
I know you love nature, but you don't need to be rolling around in the mud like that.
Yes, Sod, you were around the corner. You didn't see this.
Elf, please have some dignity.
Hold, 1 second. I'm trying to find a very apt little icon for this. I'm very
I mean, you're
angry.
already tilted, so I mean that's
I'm
perfect.
tilted and angry. Right, and Alfie, taking the mud from the back of his hair and throwing it to the side, annoyed and angry, says, I believe there is a trickster messing with me right now. Does anyone know anything about such things?
I know that you're full of shit.
What do you mean a
Another
trickster?
covered
What
in mud.
happened to you?
There is
Well, I kinda
something appearing and disappearing and throwing mud at the back of my head. I am not inept to fall into mud as such, Alfie says, while half covered in mud.
Look, if that's what you enjoy doing, that's perfectly fine, and we will accept you for who you are.
I'm gonna roll Lore Master to see if I know anything about this.
Oh, by the way, I need to eat.
Oh
Elf,
yeah, it'll be lunch. Actually, yeah, you guys need to do
Oh,
that
yeah,
while
true.
if Tolia's gonna make this check.
Well,
Yeah. Alfie, just clean yourself off so we can at least
you
look.
wanna help me with Lore Master?
what can we help with?
Scholar. Oh, and
I
my
do not-
general rule, if something is not on that list of help, for any specific check, if you can really convince me for it, I'll add 1 skill. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Hey, I do have Scholar, so I hand you one of my dice.
Thank you. Like comes up and starts looking at you and looking around.
And using my limited scholarly knowledge, I try to describe this little
You
thing.
say it looks like some kind of pixie or fairy.
Yes, that
She's
poofs in
tiny
and out of
lady with
existence.
wings.
That is very much annoying me right now.
God damn it, Alfie.
3 successes.
Alfie, the kids here are very malnourished. This is a shithole. I don't doubt
I'm
that
not
they were
talking
small.
about the kids, you dwarf. It's about a pixie.
Well, okay, hold on, Tolia. First of all, that's a success, so mark down a success.
Yee.
Alright. So, that definitely sounds like something like a sprite or fairy might do, definitely.
Okay.
I mean, you know, tiny person, with like butterfly wings, has magical powers, likes to fuck with people. That all lines up.
Okay.
I'm not gonna make any statements about whether or not Tolia believes Alfie. That's up to you, but definitely you know that information.
Yeah, makes sense. You should set out like a bowl of milk or something.
Well, I guess if Tolia believes it, then maybe you aren't so full of shit, Alfie.
At least the cats won't go hungry tonight.
I'm like, Alfie is narrowing his eyes right now on the side. Annoyed, angry, wet, covered in mud. In which case, I presume this pixie will continue to mess with me, so we should just go to meet with Dick.
Well, we need to get food first, and that's
Yeah, well,
tonight,
we have to
Alfie.
eat.
You need to eat from your rations, actually, having moved on from into the next turn. You guys are all hungry and thirsty unless you eat rations.
Unless does drinking count too?
Yeah, actually, that's what the water skins do. Yeah.
Okay, so I take a swig out of my used water. Now it's a empty water skin. I drink.
I guess we all
I-
drink then.
Sure.
No, I'll just eat my
That's
rations.
probably what you're likely going to be able to refill in town as well. So
Can I,
Oh, yeah. Well, no, I have wine, though.
can I move
That's
some
fine.
rations off of someone?
wine does the same
some
thing,
reason,
except wine can
we
also
didn't
be
have it
used
by any.
to.
Yeah, I'd rather just
Another
eat the
thing.
single ration I have then, rather because
Okay.
I don't think I can refill wine.
That's
I'll
fine.
have to buy wine, right? Yeah. You can give me some rations. I have space.
No, I don't have any rations.
Okay. Well, I drank what was in my water skin.
Yeah, you at least have water in your water skin from like the well in Hamlet.
Would I just be able to just go to the well and just drink straight from the well?
Actually, I
I
guess
don't
since
know
you're
if
in
that's a
town,
good idea,
let's not worry
Tolia
about.
says.
Well, yeah, actually, that's a good point. I mean, you can do that.
Have you noticed,
rather
you
than
dwarf?
It's
on.
not that. It's the waiters here told me it's not sanitary.
I mean, this town is already not sanitary. I am feeling. Look at the elf. Look at the elf. This is
I'm
proof
not-
that this town is a piece of shit.
I'm
Well,
being
he is an
bullied?
elf.
What is
Elves
that
like
supposed
nature.
to mean? We have
You guys love
marvelous
nature.
houses. And
Wait,
waterfalls.
elves bathe?
We're wasting time. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go meet Dick Wrench.
Okay.
Alfie, just try to do something to clean yourself off.
There's nothing to clean myself off on.
Can I cast Prestidigitation on him?
You can clean him with that. Yeah.
I don't
Isn't
actually
that a
have
thing?
that spell. That's not
Oh,
in
you
this
don't?
game.
That's not. I mean, I'm trusting you to know what your abilities are. Don't goof on me.
No goofing.
I'm
No
sorry.
goofing.
I don't know what you can and can't do necessarily.
It's a cantrip.
At least
Makes sense for me to be able to do it.
In which case, I think we head over to the that one
Okay.
tavern.
Well, I mean, it's still afternoon, and that was at night. This
Yeah.
is
So,
lunchtime.
well, what do you guys do? Just to generally, what do you guys do to spend the time?
We put out
that
some milk
afternoon.
to see if we can catch a pixie.
Okay.
Well, we're not catching it. We're just giving it an offering so it'll leave us alone.
Oh. Oh, are you sure you don't want to catch it?
No, I don't want
Yes.
to catch it. I don't want it anywhere near me.
I don't.
Do you think they're edible?
No, please don't mess with the Fae. That's a really bad idea.
You
I
know,
got
maybe,
looking
maybe they
for
can help
shittier
us.
houses than mine.
I mean, they're like everywhere here, dude.
Yeah,
You
so
see all those
I
like
know.
tiny. You see, like there's some tiny like 10-foot wide shacks like everywhere.
Oh, those
Yeah,
are
I
all
mean-
just like huts.
Yeah, of some kind.
Okay.
Like
I do that to make myself
some
feel
aren't
better
exactly
about my own
that.
home.
Yeah, some aren't exactly that, but you know, they're just representative of a bunch of like buildings and structures. You know.
Oh, by the way, guys, before we forget and move on, we need to adjust our goals because we didn't do that at the start.
Oh yeah. Let's go ahead and do that now then.
Well, my goal is to beat the shit. I'm kidding. Not actually. It has nothing to do with the pixie.
Interrogate the pixie.
No, my goal is still uncovering detail. Or actually, get a job from the pirates or quotations sailors.
I want to uncover more details in Nuln.
I want to find out where the temple is.
So, I do think that maybe we should look at talking to that fairy. This is, or pixie. You know, that's something that's kind of unique in this town.
Well, maybe
Seems to
once
have
it
a different
comes
role.
out to mess with me again, you can talk to the pixie. Until then, I think we should just head to the tavern and actually get some work.
Look,
because-
maybe you should try talking to your new pixie friend, and you really wanted to uncover more details about this whole cult thing,
It
right?
does seem to like you.
Yeah, I mean,
Is there a way for the pixie to come to me? Because I'm not sure.
feed it some milk. That's what Tolia said.
Yo, while you guys are fussing and arguing with each other, now that Sod mentions the milk, he gestures over to the now empty saucer of milk.
What?
It's empty.
Okay, let's try this again. Then maybe we should actually watch it, Alfie.
You have been very, very attacking this day. I feel. Why did I leave home?
I am not the one covered in mud right now.
You see, like, a lot of people are actually, like, while you guys are arguing, like, in the street, like, there's, so that, you know, guys aren't the only ones on the street. Like, Nob has a lot of people sort of packed into these little conditions it's got going on here. There's a lot of people who are, like, really going around you, or, like, pointedly going across the other side of the street. You're getting a lot of looks.
I kind of move off the street. I take the saucer and decide,
attracting
you know, let's
a
go
lot
down
of
over
unwanted
here and do it.
attention. So let's just go to the tavern, please. The pixie will show up when the pixie shows up. Probably to mess with me and add more mud to
And
my
you
hair.
actually see Alfie,
Yes?
or, well, anyone who's sort of, like, scanning the crowd, like, looking around you. The blacksmith, this fellow over here to your left, looking out his window at you in the corner.
I look back at him.
Well,
He, like, notices your gaze, kind of looks away, and, like, looks back and just, like, waves at you, to come.
I go to the
Okay.
blacksmith.
well, I go to the blacksmith.
Okay, do you guys come inside?
Yeah.
Sure, why not? I take the saucer with me, by the way.
Yeah, of course.
I try to clean myself as best as I can before I step in covered half in mud.
Oh no, the thing is, hold on,
Alfie,
let
at
me do one
least
thing
take
real
off your
fast.
shoes.
I'm not going to take off my shoes.
You're going to track mud in this poor
I'm
man's
standing
business.
at the entrance. I will stand right here on the doormat without moving.
Can you two please stop?
I saw the elf is humiliated as it is. We don't really need to be rubbing more mud into his face.
You know, he just gets annoyed at the mention of mud. Anytime mud comes up, he's angrier and angrier.
I know, it's just too dirty, isn't it?
Alfie's just totally red in the face. But alright, so like you guys are fussing and fighting as you kind of get through the door, and the man he introduced himself as Otis last time. I don't know if you guys remember.
I do not. But Otis.
Yeah, Otis sort of comes behind you and closes the door and looks at you. The three of you, how should I describe this look? Sort of wild-eyed, like he's sort of trying to process what the hell you're doing. And he looks at you, Alfie.
Yes, I'm covered in mud.
And he asks you, in Elfish, what exactly are you doing here, honestly, other than trying to get yourself killed?
Gotta do the voices.
Oh, okay, yeah. Hold on. So what exactly are you doing in here besides trying to get yourself killed?
Alfie responds in Elvish, a little bit rusty because it's been a while since he's used it. He kind of stammers a little bit. He speaks in common before switching to Elvish, and says, "We're just following a couple leads. What do you mean we're gonna get killed?"
Are you... Now, listen, I was over drinking at the Waterside Hotel, and Dick says this elf had come up to him looking for a job, asking folks about cults around the town. I'm asking you, are you just trying to get yourself killed? Because you keep running around just asking everybody about the sneaky cult business. I think you're gonna end up dead, friend.
Why don't you tell me about it then? That's not really your problem, is it? It's ours.
Just tell me, what are you here for? What are you looking for? You just trying to... Are you looking for money? Like, that's fine. Just give me the answer.
This is all in Elvish, correct?
Yeah, this is all in Elvish.
Yeah.
So I think it's rude that they're talking in front of us and we can't understand the conversation. What do you feel about it?
This is rude. This is very dirty of them to do
Alright,
this.
I am going to...
Are you insulted as well?
I don't answer that.
Trying to see what I can try and, like, insight, the equivalent to insight. Persuade him to...
Oh,
tell us.
well, I mean, look at skills here. Like, Persuader is a skill.
Yeah.
Convince others that what you want is in their best interest.
I'm gonna convince him that by helping us, we'll get out of his hair much quicker, and that...
Oh, there we go. Alright.
And then I switch the common, and I say, my friends here just want to get through this little conspiracy that we have. I commend you for your earnesty in wanting us to stay alive, but it's our business, and if you can help us with our business, we can get out of your hair. And I'm pretty sure you don't want to... If this is as deadly as you think it is, better that we leave sooner. So help us and give us the information that we need. So, I'm gonna go ahead and roll Persuader. Does anyone want to help me?
Oh, and of course you can always aid with the skill itself. It doesn't say, like, because it's for Persuader, it says Manipulator. You can also aid with Persuader.
Oh, okay. I have Manipulator.
Just remember, if you are giving a dice, you have to tell me what you're doing. In this situation, it could just be you saying something to him.
I'm gonna say something to him, just trying to figure out how I'm gonna say it in a manipulative way.
I mean, don't worry about it that much.
Okay, yeah.
Make it make sense.
I'm gonna... Well, this is now in common. I wouldn't be able to help him if it weren't otherwise.
Yeah.
So I say, it's true, we're gonna get out of your hair, and maybe there's a little something on the side for you, too.
Ah. There you go.
Wait, why? You're a blacksmith. Why are you so fluent in Elvish?
Right, so I guess I'm gonna get 2 dice from that, correct? They both have Persuader. Well, one has Manipulator, the other has Persuader.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
I'm gonna
go ahead
get 4
and roll.
dice. Okay. I might have to spend some fate points to reroll some scoundrels. Yeah, I'm gonna spend some fate points to reroll some scoundrels. I'm gonna spend 1 fate point. Oof. To reroll those 2 scoundrels. 6, 4. Well, at least I got another success. So I have 2
Okay.
success.
That's enough though. That's enough though. So don't forget to mark down your success.
Hooray.
You know what? You're right. It's not my business. And he points at Sod, and that's none of your business either.
What does he point at?
Sod.
Persuader.
Sod asked him a question.
Oh, okay.
I'll tell you what.
I mean, a man can have
Here,
hobbies.
you got a map. You have like
yeah,
a basic map of the area.
I show him my map.
He draws out a path leading out of the south of Nulb. He gives you a short list of like signs and directions of what to look for. You get down here, and once you hit the road, you can't miss it. Just follow it there. And listen, he folds back up your map and heads back to you. I didn't tell you any of this. I didn't see any of this. I'm just not looking to see a bunch of people run in
Tell
to
you
get
looks
themselves killed
confused.
for no reason.
Wait, you didn't tell me that. You're telling me that right now?
Shh, totally. He's trying to say that he doesn't want us to tell anyone else.
Oh.
By the way,
Right.
do you know anything about a pixie causing trouble around here?
I don't know nothing about no pixies.
Oh, while you're in the talking mood, have you seen a very beautiful man? Really annoying and pompous.
He kind of grins at that, like what? I don't. What are you talking about?
The very literal, like, it's the most beautiful man you've ever seen. But he's also, like, the most annoying man you've ever met.
You know that graph that has the crazy on one side and the hot on the one side, and it goes up, and like the hotter they are, the crazier they are?
I think what
Yeah,
my
this
2
is like the 10 out
companions
of
are
10.
saying is, have you seen anyone in plates sticking out a bit?
Nah, nobody like that in Nulb. But
Alright.
I'll tell you
Thank
what. You come by. Look, okay. That's fine.
There are a couple things we're following leads on. I appreciate the help that you have given us, despite me in my efforts to try and stay clean. But moving on, you're trying to give us a warning, I assume. Try not to get us killed. Killed by what exactly?
Well, gods, I hope at this point at least you know. Those cults that you're asking after, they got people in the town. There are people in Nulb who got their ears and eyes out for the temples down there. So just be careful about who you tell what.
Hold on. Otis, would the Waterside innkeeper be one of these people who's in eyes and ears of the cult?
I don't know who's who.
I think it's
Alright.
best if... Sorry, go on.
Well, then, I'm be honest, I don't know you well enough to trust you with whatever information I got. I just a word to the wise. And if you got any business, you're welcome to come back. But let's not make a show of being friends.
Alright, Otis. I understand. We appreciate any help you can give us. All this help you've given us.
Hopefully next time we can come back as wealthy patrons, as for your business. But until then, I'm going to pretend that I hate your guts. And Alfie,
I hope I see you again. Full stop. Period.
Alright.
Are those your owls outside?
Yes.
What's their names?
Oh, the little one, his name is Trant, and the big one, her name is Jarita.
Okay,
Don't touch
thank
them.
you. Okay.
They bite.
I think we should go. Let's go.
Well, Alfie, the good thing about being covered in mud is you fit in more.
interesting.
What was that?
What was that?
Oh, that was Smoothy's mom. Okay, all right.
I just heard some, like, muffled talking.
I thought those were
Didn't
the
know what the
owls
hell
going.
was going
Anyways, So I'm outside now, still covered in mud, annoyingly.
Yeah.
Alright, so...
All right, guys.
What-
I talked to the rest of the party and asked, so, water side in here, nay? Because he told us to come back at night, and I'm like,
Let's
maybe a
follow
trap.
this lead.
We have directions now. We don't have to do that, and I would rather not
Yeah.
do that anyway.
Yeah.
I think we're a
We
bit
don't have-
ill-prepared to deal with a bunch of, and he sticks out his hand, sailors, with, quotation marks. And he says, it's quite obvious who they are. The blacksmith has pointed out something on the map. We are safe to check it out, and if the sailors come after us, sailors come after, we can just go back and hide in Trymec home and retire.
We should use that accent for sailors whenever that word comes up.
Yeah, I'm planning to. I'm committed.
Alfie, I didn't know you were so much of a chicken. Anyways, I think we have a lead from the blacksmith. Let's go follow it.
Yeah,
Agreed.
do it.
Oh,
Okay.
wait. Do we have food? Like, do we have enough food?
Let's fill up our water skins before we go.
Is there any way I can buy some rations?
I'm gonna go to the inn and buy some wine before we leave.
Everybody can buy one item. You make a resource test as normal. We'll just do that. I'll ad hoc that a little bit. But you're not like in a full town, so full town phase, so you can't like go shopping. But you can buy
Okay.
one item
What if my resource
and
rating
get well.
is 0?
You can get water from the well. Yeah, well, you know the rules. You got to use treasure.
Shit.
You got to use treasure to give yourself dice.
I mean, I do have some fresh game from the last time when we went hunting
You know,
before we went
yeah.
out. So
I'm
we
gonna
could spend a
depend on you
turn-
guys for food then. No,
we
that's
can
not
spend a
waste.
turn-
You guys will just have to work it out.
Alright, yeah, we'll figure it out on the way.
Yeah,
I think we have
that's the ticket. That's the ticket. All right.
Alright, let's head
Alright,
out.
so we can fill out our water skins, right?
Yes, you can fill out your water
Okay.
skins with water from the well. Make sure you
Yep.
mark that it's water from the well from Nulb on your
Okay.
Oh,
your thing.
dear.
Just please
That
mark that it's
sounds-
water from the well.
Yeah, I did.
That should be like a thing for any campaign. Like, make sure you mark where your food came from at all times.
I mean that.
Alright,
I'm gonna roll on this random table to which one of these towns is poisoned.
Well, see,
I'm
each town
actually
has a different
not
percentage
gonna
chance of having
fill
been
my water
contaminated. Okay, that's fine. You
I
don't
don't
have to.
use that water.
Okay.
okay, moving on.
All right. Let me. All right. So you guys start heading south out from Nulb. And it's not too long before you you follow the telltale signs that Otis gave you and find this old like spotted road. So the road leading to the temple is completely like rutted, and there's weeds, thistles, burrs, thorns, nettles. Some foot and animal traffic has been using it, but it doesn't look like it's very busy. As you get closer to the temple area, the vegetation gets like this sort of disconcerting look. Dead trees with skeletal appearances, scrub growth gets sort of twisted and unnaturally colored. All of it looks like unhealthy or sick, or sort of worse, like exceptionally robust and disgusting, like overgrown or like swollen and rotted. The ruins of the temple's outer works appear as dark and overgrown mounds of gray rubble and blackish weeds. Skulls and bones of humans and humanoids gleam white here and there amidst the weeds. A grove of some oddly stunted and unhealthy-looking usk trees still grows along the northern end of the former temple compound, and a stump of a tower jets up from the northeast corner of the shattered wall. The leprous gray temple, however, I love the the writing in this sometimes.
Leprous.
Yes, the leprous Grey Temple, however, stands intact, its arched buttresses somehow obscene with their growth of climbing vegetation. Everything surrounding the place is disgusting. The myriad leering faces and twisted contorting forms writhing and posturing on every face of the temple seem to jape at the obscenities they depict. The growth in the compound is rank and noisome. Thorns clutch, burrs stick, and crushed stems either emit foul stench or raise angry wheels on the exposed flesh. Worst of all, however, is the profaning fear which seems to hang over the whole area. A smothering, clinging, almost tangible cloud of vileness and horror. Sounds seem distorted, either muffled or shrill or unnaturally loud and grating. Your eyes play tricks. You see darting movements out of the corner of your eye, just at the edge of vision, but when you shift your gaze towards such, there's nothing there at all.
Well, this is welcoming.
In that description, I heard the words buoyant, obscene, exposed flesh. The only one I'm not hearing is lewd.
Amazing.
Well, there's like plants here that if you touch your skin, like it sort of like raises in a welt or blisters, and like the temple edifice is like, you know, demons doing like obscene gestures and like crude scenes of like disgusting
Lewd?
shit. Yeah,
I feel like we're gonna get an
some
STD
lewd.
just touching this stone.
Talia was looking at the gargoyles and such with like kind of fascination, but like horrible fascination. Like, gross, amazing.
I would recommend Zoom level 100 for this, by the way. Oh, shit.
Say that again, Kent. You started.
Sorry, I would recommend Zoom level 100 for this, by the way.
Oh boy, this is a lot.
Just
of
since
tension.
I'm recommending zoom levels, since the maps are different sizes. You guys are far to the south. You find yourself at the entrance, one of the gates, sort of dilapidated and fallen down at the edge of the temple grounds.
Are there fresh tracks? You said this has been sparsely used, but are there any fresh tracks leading into the temple?
Not particularly. It doesn't look like this path gets taken. Perhaps there's some other way that others use to like deter the look of traffic on the road.
All right, I would like to take this round to make a cartography check to make a waypoint for us.
Oh, by the way, each of these squares is 30 feet, just so you also know the
Okay.
scale. This is a very large area.
Oh wow.
Alright, so I am going to help with that cartography check using my Pathfinder. I have one of my dice.
All right, that's 44 or 46.
Let's see. Hold on. I'm gonna see if I can help with it.
It's Scout Scholar and Pathfinder are the two abilities that you can help.
Nope, I'm useless.
It's okay, we still love you.
Thank you. That's reassuring.
That's 2 successes.
You provide us with food. Food is life.
Literally.
Trymec, you sound like a man that's known what it's like to starve.
I have not,
Is that
I've
good
not stopped starving.
God, that's some good Conan heroic dialogue there, Rook. Fuck me up.
Alright, so, what happens? She rolled 2 successes.
Stay.
Oh right, that's the basic, and yeah, that is still appropriate for here. We'll get into higher difficulty stuff as we get deeper into the temple grounds, huh?
Yep. Alright,
But
so,
certainly to lay something down, what is the name of this area?
Front entrance.
Temple front entrance.
Maybe name it back entrance.
It's the front entrance as far as Talia is aware right now.
Yeah, that's a good point.
You might
Okay,
change it
it's there.
later.
You'll see it
if,
whenever you see it.
Okay,
All right.
I believe you. That
What's
is
the
fair.
next move? Where that gets us to tick on the turn tracker, and let's get going.
Alfie,
Yeah.
sorry, go on?
Go ahead. No, go ahead. I'm just saying it's your go. You guys have the reins.
Alright. So we have a couple options. We can clearly see the entrance, right? About like 100 feet away.
Yeah. There's a large set of doors. Like, we'll get into how everything looks on these maps, but yes, that symbol in front of you with the two boxes, that means door.
Okay. What time of day is
large,
it?
Wrong.
Hold
let's
on.
see here.
What symbol?
Those two boxes. It'll become more apparent as you continue. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Like a box on a line is a door. You'll see it later.
Okay. But what time of day is it?
It is mid-afternoon, I'll say.
All right. So we don't have a lot of daylight left. I think we need to make haste with what we need to do.
All right, let's go in then.
Right. I will probably be up in the front. Do I have a sword with me? Hold on, check. I do have a sword. Right, so my sword drawn and moving slowly and carefully in front of everyone. Sorry, I'll just move one box at a time. Okay, so, just because I understand how annoying it is when players like to go all the way down, I'm gonna go one box at a time until you tell me something happens, okay?
That's fine.
Okay.
You guys are good to go move like up here. You can get into the gates. I'll
Yeah, so
actually just be. I should be more expressive about that to let you know how far you can go, in cases like this.
So, alright, so Alfie, what do my elf eyes see? Once we get closer into the temple.
As you get like sort of, you get a much clearer look at the honestly disgusting and sometimes like outright obscene carvings and like statuary on the temple, as well as these huge bronze doors. We're talking they're 23 feet high and 20 feet wide. They're held fast by huge iron chains, and all cracks are sealed with soft iron. Engraven upon these massive valves are runes. You note that the writing glows and seems to burn with a silvery radiance that like makes your eyes water to look at it. And as you guys, as you guys approach the temple, I need everyone to make a will check.
Right. Just flat will?
Just flat will.
That's our will divided in half. Is the dice?
Oh, this isn't.
No, it's just you roll all of your will dice.
Yeah. So you can. I think you can roll 2 more. Okay, yeah, it's 3 successes for.
Yeah.
slide.
Sorry about that.
Well, you only have to split your dice in half if you're doing beginner's luck. So unless he specifically says beginner's luck, you don't have to half your dice.
Okay, hold on. First of all, whoops, that's not the button. Where's the show all button? Oh, there it is. Show to players. Everybody look in handouts under Temple 0.
It automatically opens.
Oh yeah, it
Oh, there we go. Okay, yeah, these are what the things looked out. And I'm sorry, what was everyone's scores again?
I got 3 successes.
Sod and Tolia got 3. I got 2. Trymec got 1.
Okay, well, let me actually remove that from all of you, because now you can no longer look at it, as none of you can bear to look upon the doors. It's like, you just, like, feel, like, wrong when you look on them.
Well,
like, you
we just
don't
saw
want to
statues
approach
that-
them.
I can't believe this. We just saw statues outside fucking each other, but this is the most obscene thing I've seen today.
Yes! Yes,
I know
actually.
it looks elvish.
More obscene than the mud elf.
Kind of walking up to it. and, like,
Mark a
throwing
failure.
flies.
Mark a failure for your will, by the way.
So everyone marks a failure, correct?
Yes. And we advanced on the turn tracker. Boop.
I'm gonna roll curious or lore master, but I'm gonna use curious against myself, and Stolia can't help but like get close to it, even as it like
And it,
is
like, you feel
repellent to him.
you feel sick as you take a step toward it.
Wait, is this the actual like trait sick?
No,
Is it?
I just mean like you feel like physically ill,
Okay.
not the trait.
I thought you were giving her a condition.
I
Like,
got
oh wow.
one.
No,
success.
no. I mean, that's a failure. You don't know what's going on here. This is obviously some kind of powerful magic, but like by the way, you just have to back away.
He kind of staggers backwards and kind of like
I guess most of you would be like at the like.
looks a little
Yeah.
green around the gills.
Because again, remember these these steps and lead up. This is all each square is 30 feet, so these are pretty big.
Maybe we should scout around to see if there's anything else.
Yeah.
Well, Alfie, what do your L5 see?
Well, I move and see what the scouting is on either side.
Okay.
Trying to take a look. I'm not actually scouting, but like seeing what I can see.
Okay. Well, you sort of like look around the sides. The stained glass windows that you can see now, you can sort of like you can't really see into it because they are very like they still have retained all of their none of them are broken. They've retained all their luster, and they are depicting more vile and crude scenes. But the side doors appear to be they're smaller. Like these are still like large 4 doors, but not like 20 feet wide.
Mm-hmm.
Doors made of bronze wood. Bronze wood is a dense, sort of very hard wood, like tougher than oak.
Not sure how to proceed.
They appear to be barred, but you know, you don't feel sick when you look at them.
From the outside or from the inside?
Like, well, if you try to open them, they are
Oh,
like
okay.
it isn't open.
So it's barred, it's not locked, correct?
You can't open it. Like you push it in and it doesn't open.
Well, I'm gonna see if I can find a different entrance to this.
Oh yeah,
Open
it's
it
not
in.
like there's no like padlock or anything. If you were looking to
Alright.
lockpick it now.
Yeah, that's what I was. Should we do a scout check?
I think so. Alright, I think we're gonna spend a turn to scout. Who would like to help me?
I will
I
help
will
your
help.
alpha eyes.
Alright, so 5.
Oh,
take-
Pathfinder.
You take
Yeah.
the high ground. I'll take the
Alright.
low ground.
If that's the case, I'm
I'll
going
take
to.
the even lower ground.
Because I'm angry, I'm going to invoke Firstborn against me again. So I'm gonna take a -1 to this.
Wait, if
Racking
you're
up my
angry,
checks
I
now.
don't think you can use your traits.
No, positively. Positively. I
Oh,
can
is
still
that what it
use it
says?
negatively.
Oh, okay, that's important to
It
know.
says can't use wises or beneficial traits. Right? Yeah, so beneficial. I'm assuming beneficial means that using it for the +1,
Yeah, I would assume.
but I can still
yeah.
use it against myself to get a -1.
Right, that's fine. That's fine. That makes sense.
Alright,
Actually,
so I'm getting help from 3 people. I have a scout of 3, so I'm rolling 5d6. Ooh, let me just.
When you're getting help from 3 people and you have a scout of 3.
Yeah,
so that-
but it's -1 because I'm using
Oh, -1, right? Yeah.
calming, or not calm, but Firstborn against myself. Oh! That is unlucky. Hold
Oh
on.
wow.
Wait, I still have a fate point, guys. It's my last fate point. And I'm gonna use it to reroll my scoundrels. Yeah, okay. That's better. That's 4 successes altogether.
all right. Mark down a success. You
Nice.
you
That's what's good.
find a small thin rod hidden in the back corner here.
And move my character.
And- Huh? Don't worry.
Move my character.
Well, yeah. Whoop, like over here. Whoop.
Thank you.
And you sort of like get an idea, like, wait, this looks like it fits exactly between the doors, and you slide it through, and the bar like pops up, and the doors open easily. This appears to be whatever they're using to open up the doors from the outside.
Oh,
Alright.
that's handy.
So, I'm gonna make
Just gonna
note of
throw
that
this way over
mentally.
here.
After opening the doors, I'm gonna put it in exactly the same place.
Okay.
I think I found a way in.
Great. Hmm.
Good job,
I
Alfie.
wonder what that door. These doors just open, but that door is special.
Yeah, do you see what I mean? The box on the line
Yes,
there?
I see the box
Yes.
on the line. It's
Yeah.
Sorry, let me just. It's this thing over here.
On the other maps, that'll be a lot more obvious, but like right here, just don't worry about it too much. You'll be knowing if there's doors or anything.
Right, so I'm going
I'm
to
gonna
stay
go
close.
around here and look at the back side of the door that we couldn't look at.
Okay, first of all,
So-
you can't stand to approach it any closer than that.
Okay.
The runes are there, and
The runes
they
are
just-
on the other
ugh.
side as well.
It's
Both
just there.
sides.
We know it's there.
chained. It is chained and locked on both sides.
What?
The storage goes somewhere else.
From both sides, you say?
Yes.
Interesting.
That
Okay. All right. So you guys enter into the temple. The floor of this area is reddish brown, slate-like stone squares, each about 2 feet square. The walls are plastered and painted with scenes befitting the nature of the temple. More disgusting acts, killing, torture, enslavement, robbery, thievery, and unspeakable things. Thanks, Gary. The creeds of the worshippers here are all too evident. Evil is flaunted and lionized. Dim light flickers through the stained glass windows, casting revolting colors upon the greenish stones of the floor to the north. In that direction, you can see the center of the temple. The pillars to either hand are of a pinkish material shot through with worm-colored veins. Their arches lead to an unremarkable pair of lesser side aisles. The columns supporting the archways as well as the arches themselves are worked in bas-relief. As the frescoes in the doorway, the scenes here are ineffable, vile, filthy. This must be the area where, like, the lowliest of the worshippers in the temple worshipped. And the area beyond that appears to be more, like, clearly lit and open. Although the more of the, those gross-looking pink pillars are also there.
Are there signs that this place has been used recently?
There are some footsteps in the dust on the floor, but it's not really clear how fresh the tracks are.
Alright, so, by the way, we need to put forward the turn tracker. Because of the scout.
Oh, right.
I don't think-
Oh, it's eating time, by the way.
It is eating time, and I'm very hesitant to use the water from Nulb. I'm not gonna lie.
I have a ration.
I have a ration as well.
How many rations do we have? That's the thing, though.
I have 3 preserved rations on me.
Okay.
Can I have one of those, please?
I have to remember that I also drank the water from Nulp.
Well,
Don't worry, I
hold on.
remember.
You have the hunting stuff, right, Alex?
I do have fresh game, but like, how does that work? DM question. I do have
That's
3...
actually in the book under cooking. That's pretty explicit. You can eat fresh game, like you can just like fix it up and cook it. That's not like anything. It works as a ration,
Okay.
but you
why don't
can
we
turn
go-
it into more items by cooking,
Okay, so cooking 137.
Mhm.
Alright.
and that's like really just straight up laid out.
Cooks in use supplies from hunters, peasants, and scavengers. The cook can be used to prepare meals or preserve food. Okay. Fresh
Preservation
rations.
of food is what you're looking at. To turn one
Preserve
portion of fresh rations or game.
Into 2 portions of preserved rations into... Okay. Alright, what's your cooking at? Sod?
My cooking is at 4.
Is at 4. Okay. So we'll
I
cook
can
enough-
help with Alchemist.
Oh, that's great. And I think does
I also have cook it too.
cook it too? Okay, excellent. So do you guys want to try doing 3 portions of preserved rations or 2 portions of preserved rations? Does the DM tell us the minimum success, or is it after the fact?
I mean, this one's in this case it's based on a set skill, so it's not like you wouldn't know.
Okay, I'm just double checking. That's all.
You know what you're trying to achieve, so yeah.
So
You
1
set the
portion
difficulty here.
of fresh rations. So that's right now. That's difficulty 1 for 1 portion, difficulty 2 for 2 portions, and difficulty 3 for 3 portions. Is that how it is?
Yeah.
I'm just double checking. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So do you want? So I think we have a very good chance for 2 preserved rations. You want to do that right now?
Mm-hmm.
Mathematically.
Well, I do have like fate and persona points that I could
That's
spend
true.
if I mess up. I do have wises that would
That
be
is
relevant.
true.
And
Needs
the
a
main
little
difference
salt.
between, remember, fresh rations and forage and game all still work as food. It's just that only preserve rations don't get thrown away when you end adventure
That is
phase.
true. Okay.
But yes, you can also, so you can either do like the simple easy one for 1 to preserve it and you keep it forever, or you can do harder to get more out of it.
I'm checking some
So-
of your. Checking some of your flow charts. 1 second, just double check.
So, I can use my wise I can spend a persona point by because my wise is relevant
Yes,
to re-roll all scoundrels I get, correct?
that's correct. That's a great idea. Okay, so want to try making 3 portions of preserved rations?
Yes.
So that's going to be difficulty 3. So right now you have 4 cook, and you have 2 from help, from Tulia and Trymec. So that's 6 altogether. So go ahead and roll 64 greater than 4, and you can use your wise. Needs a little salt. That's applicable, correct, DM?
Yeah, straight up.
Well, you succeed
Or
anyways.
even-
So we
yeah,
have
yeah.
right. So we have 3 portions of preserved rations, and I'm gonna actually put that
Okay.
in my inventory for now.
Do make sure to eat everyone, because we're taking the turn tracker for doing that.
Yes. So okay. So we have 3 that we can eat right now, and I think we need 1 more. So who wants to reduce one of their preserved rations?
I'll reduce one of mine.
Okay. So we all no longer hungry. That's really handy.
Okay.
That's actually really handy.
But it took
You
a whole
have-
turn to do that at the same
Yeah.
time. So I mean,
It's
that
true.
fed you, but it also took a quarter of the turns it'll take for
Yeah,
you to need to
well,
eat again.
But it is what it is. So,
It is what it is. You gotta do what you gotta do.
I still have 2 fresh game left just in case, because like in my mind this is the safest time to do it, because I want to try saving our other rations for when we're like running or something, when we don't
Yeah.
have time to cook.
Well, I mean,
that's
do you
fair.
want to just use all the fresh game and turn it into preserved rations right now while we can?
That's actually not a bad idea.
If you're gonna do that, I'm gonna say
We're
cooking.
gonna have to make camp.
Yeah.
Do you guys want to? I don't. It's too early
Let's-
to make
let's-
camp right now.
Too early,
yeah,
yeah.
it's probably better to
Yeah.
continue.
Let's keep going. Let's keep going.
I don't want to
But
stall
I'll-
us here either. I
Yeah, it's
feel
true.
like we should get going.
By the way, metagaming stuff, but try to use on checks that you know that you're going to succeed. Try to use your traits against yourself, so that you get a -1, so that you can have checks to spend at camp and in town. So
Or
start.
checks that you might think, well, if I fail, this is so minor that probably something bad is just gonna
Yeah,
happen, and
yeah.
I'll still succeed at this immediate
Yeah.
thing.
So, try to figure out creative ways to use traits against yourself. That's part of
You gotta
the
get them
game
checks.
too.
Getting checks is gonna be super important to your longevity.
Right, but
And
anyways,
both in like keeping adventure phase going and in like
Yeah,
keeping
yeah.
playing the same character.
anyways, let's keep going.
Okay,
So,
so you guys
these
go ahead.
dots are all along here.
Pillars,
These are
yes.
pillars. Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Um, so there's like
Okay.
a full like 15 feet.
What was this thing that I'm pinging up here?
That looks like stairs.
Yeah, those are stairs descending down. But up ahead, before that, in that black circle, is some sort of well.
All right, I'm gonna
as
go
you,
investigate the well.
Yeah, so as you approach the center, the pillars here are more of like a white marble veined with an ugly red. The altar block of pinkish white marble is roughly oval, something over 7 feet long by 5 feet wide. The top has a hollowed out portion resembling a human form with legs split apart and arms away from the body. The depression is stained with a darker color than the rest. Just north of the altar is a circular, marble-lined pit, something like a well, 20 feet in diameter. Shards of broken crystal vessels lie about the well near the altar and scattered along the floor. A crystal knife with a broken blade lies atop the stone block. So you have like a little altar with a broken crystal knife on top, and
Can
this
I
well.
take the crystal knife?
I mean, it's there. It's broken. Like, right... It's like, broken near the bottom of the blade. So, like, it shatters, and, like... As you go to, like, pick it up, like, even, like, little shards start to, like, flake off of the bottom. As if the whole thing is just sort of coming apart.
I put it back. I don't want to mess with it.
I mean, it does look like it was once fine, but I mean, it's also old and covered in dust. It looks like you might have been the first person to touch it in who knows how long.
Alright, so, does this count as treasure or no?
I mean, no. It doesn't really
Okay.
it doesn't have a value.
Alright, if that's the case,
Talia
nothing
is
fair about
looking at it in your hands, and he's like, I don't know if you should be holding that.
I agree, and I put it back.
I'm going to...
Also, thinking about what maybe that knife might have been used for.
No, I'm not going to use my spell yet.
Okay.
Human sacrifice.
So here in this area, you have the well in the center. To your east and west are more like pillars and altars where the colors of the tiles seem to change. And as well to the north, sort of these screens here are flanking the stairs leading up to a like greater dais ahead.
Kent, is a wizard sight picking up anything?
Are you using wizard sight? Explain that to me again.
It's just a trait I have. Let me look it up really quick.
Yeah, hold up.
Oh no, the trait wizard sight is if you're using like a skill check, you get to use that beneficially for yourself to get +1d, or you can use it against yourself. Let's say your wizard sight
Yeah, so
tricks
you sort of decide that type of
Yeah,
thing.
it's not an actual spell.
Whenever you
it's,
make a skill check, you use it to modify it.
Yeah, it's tricky to use because I don't want to like step on your toes and be like, "Wow, I'm getting a lot of
No,
magic
please
here."
go right ahead. Go right ahead. I'm gonna work with you.
Okay.
Something narratively you can say is I'm going to use my lore or my arcane to check out the surrounding area, but I'm going to use wizard sight against myself, and maybe because of just the rancid magic and looking crap of this area, you get a -1 and you get a check.
That's an example. I mean,
An example. I'm not saying you don't have to do that, but that's an example.
But what is
Alright.
the party going to do? Is my question.
Well, I'm going to check out the other altars in the meantime.
To the
yeah, I'm
east or the
gonna
west
go
or the
up
north?
north.
I'm
I
gonna
say
stick by Alfie because he's tall.
I'm going to say we should probably
guys
try to
realize-
stick together.
Rook, I want to make sure that you realize, because Sod probably doesn't realize that elves are actually pretty short. Tolia is the tallest member in the party.
Everyone's tall compared to me.
That's true. Alfie is just like half a head taller than Trymec. He's just way thinner.
Wow.
Wait, we're the same height?
He's a little bit taller than you. Elves are not tall. So you guys are all
So
going north?
Basically, Trymec would be easier to hide behind.
Yeah.
I am pretty
But,
wide.
Alright, so, do you check out the stairs, or are you just going right ahead to this dais
I'm
here?
going-
I think we're
I'd check out the stairs first to see if there's anybody peering back up, you know?
Alright,
Stealthily.
so, first of all, right here, this little circle right here, is a huge bronze vessel, which is chased with copper strands. There are 6 legs that hold it slightly more than a foot above the floor. The basin-like pot is 8 feet in diameter, and the bottom is filled with some old bits of charcoal and what appear to be blackened bones and other unidentifiable lumps.
I'm gonna
A piece.
start reading through the bones and see if any of them are human.
They all appear to be human.
Ugh.
I wouldn't
Gross.
touch that.
No, whatever this is probably all used up.
As well, like a piece of chain is hanging over the altar, and you sort of see places where others might have also hung, but their bronze links are sort of broken, and you can see short pieces lying around on the floor of the area. And the rim of the altar as well is dented and cut as if it was struck by like many hard blows.
It's too hard to tell at this point. Either this has hit like a lot over its life, or someone's trying to destroy it very quickly and kind of nudges it, didn't have much luck. I kind of wipe the charcoal off on the side of my robes and I go up to the dais here.
Okay. Alright, the dais extends south into the temple, forming like this little circular area. The floor, steps, and walls are black basalt, highly polished and gleaming, even still. 4 steps lead up to the upper platform, and upon it is a great throne of purplish basalt, with leering demon faces and carved grinning skulls. Above the throne, the following words in the common tongue are chiseled into the curving wall. The power of elemental death brings mortals low, but raises the nameless one high.
So I'm going to think...
like this. I don't think I can center text, but here we go.
Yeah, you can't center text, but hey.
Yeah, we got the general idea. So
You
that's
might want
subtle.
to write that down. That's a good piece of advice, good piece of lore that we can ask others.
Oh yeah, great advice.
So
yeah.
elemental
as well, the flags upon which the throne sets are 10-foot squares of granite, each set in a mosaic pattern shown... No. Here.
What is the date?
Today's date?
Yeah.
One moment, let me check. Where's the calendar? It's year 591, and it is... Frick me, where's the thing?
Is it year 591? I've been writing down 698.
No, 591.
Okay. Wonder where I got 698 from.
I don't know. And it is the 17th of Harvester. Actually, I'm sorry, the 18th.
Alright, so Alfie actually has his own little journal and he writes this down too.
Yeah, you see Talia scribble it down.
Okay, and
Perhaps
everyone
we
sees the diagram here. That's just sort of like the flagstones are each in that color. What is written
Okay.
down there? They don't
Alright,
have like
so-
the word written down on them or anything.
Yeah, just the color. What was it that you're saying, Sod?
Should we write that down as well?
Yeah, no, you see...
Yeah, Talia
Alfie-
kind of sketches a little diagram of it.
Yeah,
Okay, that doesn't
Alfie's
take any
also
time
sketching.
or anything. You just
Yeah,
do
no,
it.
just incidental. But I'm going to write this down.
Okay.
It looks actually basically the same as this diagram we're looking at right now. Except his handwriting is much nicer.
Okay.
Alright.
Is there any pieces of notable treasure anywhere in this room?
I
don't think we should loot it
There
here.
is. There is a doorway to the east here,
Okay.
as well as the stairway leading down.
Are these little marked stairways too?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna kind of like crack this door open and peek through it a little bit before I actually open it.
Hold on. Let me crack that open a little bit more.
Zoop.
We'll call that good enough.
Looks like
Okay,
just
so
a
you peek in
closet.
here. So, first of all, like when you notice the door here is like very, very finely carved, but most of what the carving you assume it would have been more of the the standard. There's a theme going on here. I don't know if you've noticed, but most of it's been like chopped and hacked off, as such as to efface its evil. Beyond is what appears to be a vestry. Little 30-foot by 60-foot chamber. You see couches, tables, padded chairs. Charcoal and several broken barrels lie nearby in there. A stack of resinous sticks. I'm not going to say the word that they use there. Near the door seem to be the only things not broken or disarrayed.
Oh
Most
gosh,
of
does
it's
he use
ripped
the
up.
word I think they use there?
A bundle of sticks.
Yeah, a bundle of sticks.
Oh goodness, Gary,
He was
no.
going. He wrote it in the 70s, and he was trying to make it look old and authentic. He didn't mean it like that.
Gary.
But I'm not going to say it. Also, amidst the litter are several skeletons, probably human. One wears the tattered remains of a scarlet robe.
Is it safe to enter?
Well,
mean,
I'd
yeah,
go
like-
in.
Yeah, Tolia peeked his head in there.
I'm gonna lean down and examine the scarlet robe and see if there's any identifying markers left on it.
Maybe it looks like it was stabbed to death or died of something else.
I mean, yeah, you see like a lot of holes in the front, but mostly just looks like sort of tattered and worn from time as well. But specifically large gashes in the front, yes.
Yeah, this guy did not
Does
have
the bone
blood.
look a little gashed or anything?
This is the what? I'm sorry.
Never mind.
Oh, the bone. Yeah, I mean, he died. He got killed.
He got killed, guys.
Look, we're trying to CSI here.
Yeah.
Yep, he's dead.
Yeah, and as well, there's like, so there's still the stack of like burning logs
Oh.
and some charcoal.
Now, is this like a somatic red robe, or is this like actually a magical item that managed to survive all this decay?
Oh
It's
no,
not only
it's no,
clothes,
it looks decayed. It's just a torn up red robe.
Yeah, okay. Alright.
Yeah.
So,
There's also a small cupboard behind the logs. Now that you're looking around.
Oh, I'll open it.
Yeah, what's
Okay.
inside?
Within it are 2 silk robes of bright crimson, with skulls embroidered in gold thread on the front and back. Each is cowled and lined with lavender silk. Now these seem to be in very nice condition, protected by the cupboard, it seems.
Red and lavender? Jeez.
Let's take one.
No. I'm going to close
So
it.
they're just pack one.
Yes,
I take one.
I'll take one as well.
It's good to have that on hand anyways, even if we don't want to
Oh.
sell it for the materials. It's good,
They're designed to
good-
fit humans, by the way.
So it fit an elf, but not a dwarf.
It would fit. It would fit strangely on a dwarf.
No.
There
Do
would
you
be
want
no
this
way that
outfit?
you could not pretend to be a dwarf while wearing it. You know what I mean?
Do you want this, Alfie?
I don't mind carrying it right now, but I don't believe it's a good idea to just masquerade it around with this. The place we seem to be in is quite sinister.
Well, you never know when it may come in handy. And,
That's a
I
good
mean,
point.
it could be a good bathrobe.
It is.
You
It
making
is a
fun of-
nice. It is a nice silk robe. I want to
Yeah.
emphasize just how fine this robe is.
Yeah,
I
I'm gonna
take
take
the
it,
robe and put it in my backpack.
and I take it and
What do
put it
you
in my
guys are
large sack.
arguing?
Yeah, like I said,
'Cause
pack
there was
one.
2 of them, correct?
Yeah, there's 2 of them.
So I am carrying one, and so is Sod right now. So we take both of them.
Okay.
I just forgot. I forgot to. I don't have a large stack anymore.
Yeah, you
What if
gave it
we
away.
get it? Yeah, that's true. I gave it away.
Oh, you'll have to think of something.
Ah,
Okay.
Alright,
Oh,
I'm
and
gonna
as you,
go to
as you-
this store
I'm sorry.
next if anyone
Okay.
else has no other ideas.
We'll go investigate each of the rooms.
Okay, well, we'll go with this one, this first. So let's see here. The thick stone columns here are a deep green with blood red striations. The paving blocks are mossy green with a circular dais-like area about 20 feet in diameter in the center part of the wing. So like right here, it's not quite depicted. Oh, by the way, feel free to like draw details if you guys want.
Okay.
If you guys want, just go ham. The next maps are going to be dependent on that if you want background details, but like, you know, just go for it. Whatever you feel like you need to note on the map, it is yours. I would like you to use it to note whatever you need if it is helpful to you.
Try to use the paint tool. Same as your color. We're all winter colors right now. I'm gonna change mine to green.
Yeah.
Would you
Anyway,
recommend?
so you guys move in. The dais itself is 2-tiered. Each rise is about 18 inches. The inner being 14 feet in diameter, thus forming this like 3-foot wide step along the lower limb of the lower tier. The lower disc is greenish black stone, the upper blackish green. The center of this altar is a depression about 8 feet across, filled with scummed over black liquid. Several pieces of smashed shells are scattered around the area, including a broken bronze knife.
What is it with broken knives?
Wait, where are we seeing all this?
This is all like right here.
Just like in this area?
Yeah, just like it's just this big dais, and there's
So-
like scummy water. You can't really tell how deep it is because it's just scummed over.
Can we tell, like, how they were broken? Like, does it just look like it was old?
These look like they were smashed. Actually, like so much of like this stuff looks like it was hit or like in some way broken. You kind of get the impression that somebody came through and just trashed this place.
I was actually about to say that. Whoever was here last, not a fan, gotta say.
Okay, what are we doing next? There's a door next to you, right here.
Yeah, I want to see if
There
we
is
can open
the
door.
wing over here. There's also a door over here, if you hadn't noticed.
It's when you see over here, we don't actually see the markers on the map because
I'm
we
pinging the map.
Yeah, we're
don't
not
see it.
seeing it.
I don't see it. Are you on the wrong layer?
Are you at 100%? Are you at 100% zoom? So you're seeing like the whole temple at once?
I'm at 110%.
Oh yeah, we're seeing this room for the temple.
Let me refresh. Then I know what the problem is. Whoop. I needed to be doing that whenever you guys are role playing, so that there's not so much of a pause. But now, can you see these?
Yes.
Yes, I can see those.
Okay, up here. There's a room up here.
Okay.
If you hadn't noticed. All right, carry on.
I think
Alright,
we're
I'm
gonna do
gonna-
a sweep through the rooms.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we're going in
Let's
this
start
room
next.
next.
Yeah, we're going to the room in front of us next. What's
Okay.
in the room?
What's in the
We
box?
got stairs.
Okay, so this area was apparently also a vestry. Bits of broken altar service are present here, with a broken trident and pieces of torn, scorched robes of a moss-green hue. Other rubble includes several smashed benches, a small broken table, and a thrown-down wardrobe with one side kicked in and the doors torn off. There's a flight of stairs descending into the southwest.
How well can I see down the stairs?
It quickly goes into darkness. It is very apparent that this is a stairway into the lower dungeon areas.
Let's not go down there. Just
Yeah,
get
let's
on.
come
Yeah.
back here later.
One entrance into the dungeon has been found.
Hooray!
Okay, where are we going? Just move where you're going next.
We're going here next.
Sure.
Okay. In here is another vestry. Pieces of broken glass and splinters of crystal lie scattered within. Someone evidently made a fire in the far corner as bits of charred wood and cloth lie on the floor, and the rafters overhead are blackened with soot. A pile of robes, once ivory-colored, lied in the center of the room. They're soiled and stained with excrement.
I step out of the room.
Yuck.
Yeah.
And finally, we're gonna check out. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say, just so you guys are, I know you guys are in a hurry, or at least you want to get through everything, but
Yep.
so there will be things that I'm just gonna like read out to you and just tell you, and that you'll find as a matter of course going through areas.
Yep.
Certain areas throughout this dungeon will have hidden items.
Yep.
Some of which you can find by spending a turn, like doing a search or a scout check. Some of which you can find by just physically saying, well, I checked this thing. So sort of pay attention to like what is in these descriptions, and you might...
Okay.
Yeah, just letting you know that going forward.
I go back in and search inside the robes, the soiled robes.
There's
stop
nothing in the
that.
soiled robes.
I kinda like...
There's one more room.
Okay, but here off to the west, so the supporting pillars here are sandstone resting on red slate. A red slate floor. Bits of broken pottery and sharp bits of rock cover the floor here, making walking around kind of risky business, unless you have very, very sturdy boots.
I kind of shuffle along.
The stump of a granite monolith and chunks of brownish red rock around its base indicate that the altar was violently assaulted and destroyed. A few links of bronze chain, a twisted manacle, and a bronzewood maul with a snapped haft add to the impression that the enemies of the temple who did this must have found the altar very hateful indeed.
The bronze maul, is the bronze part of that salvageable?
Bronze wood. It's a bronze wood maul.
Oh,
It's
bronze
a
wood maul.
big. It's a big stick.
It's a big stick.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like
But
a
it's
fashion
broken.
stick. Like someone made it. It's a big club, a fancy club, but it's busted. It's no good. And the wood's old. It's long since splintered and dried and brittle as far as bronze wood ever
I'm
gets
going
brittle.
Sorry. Alfie's gonna check the sandstone. Anything that can move?
I'm sorry, what was
Shift
that,
around.
Alex?
Alfie's gonna check the sandstone in the ground and see if there's anything can move underneath the stone underneath.
No, it looks like just more trash and scattered shit.
Okay. Alright. Alfie says, I'm not sure if there's anything more worth on the first floor. I think
Well, we
the
haven't
only way...
checked this room yet, have we?
That's the room that he
Nope.
just described.
Yep, it just opened. No, this room is also a vestry. A broken rondite bowl and ewer lie in a corner, apparently flung in anger and now shattered and useless. The interior of each, as you go over and lift them up, are caked with a dry brown substance. Pieces of furniture are also scattered about, as are the torn remains of some brown garments and 3 stubs of brown candles. A flight of stairs descends to the southeast.
So we've discovered 3 flights of stairs then. We never did peek down the ones in the center to see if...
No, we did not.
I mean, they all descended into darkness, basically. But, 2 of the brown robes are a bit frayed, but they are intact.
I'm gonna look in these again for any identifying markings or of interest.
They appear to be some sort of ceremonial brown garments. They have sort of triangles, like in the front and back. These large, like sort of equilateral with the flat part on top.
Okay. Equilateral is all the sides are the same, right?
Yes,
Okay.
and like the point is pointing down.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, but you didn't really look down the stairs in the center. That's true. Would you like to go take a look at that now? I think Sod ran off to do that.
I think we should.
Alright.
Okay. So, so we have another flight of steps, 20 feet wide. Each step, broad and tall, goes down into the north. The stone is dull gray, but with flecks of white, blue, red, green, and black dotting all across the surface.
So do
let's
these
see
stairs
here.
look different from the others?
They do. They look like larger and more like ceremonial almost. Like, I mean, you sort of think about this as a temple or a church-like building. These are like the main processionary area. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like you had to go through like this whole like ceremonial area to get to them. Like people would be standing till it's like gesturing like.
Yeah. Whereas those
Along
other
here.
staircases were like in a vestry. Like those appeared to be used by worshippers. So do you?
So-
Yeah.
This is going along to somewhere significant to their procedures.
They want to go down there?
Not yet.
Are you sure?
Yes. Believe there was
I don't believe there's anywhere else we can discover.
no, weren't there other doors like out here? You can tell me if I'm wrong.
No.
Yeah, I
There
think
were
those are
there
the
were no
only
other.
ones.
Okay.
There was like more to the temple grounds, perhaps. Like you didn't exactly search all of it, but as far as like what's in the temple, you've sort of exhausted all of the doors that are readily apparent.
Alright, so which
Alright.
way do you want to go down?
Do
Center?
you want to spend a turn searching this place and see if we can uncover any clues?
You can do like a very thorough
You
sweep.
can search the entire temple, including all of the doors.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
think-
you could spend a turn searching this little area, yeah. Since this is all easily accessible, there's no enemies, I'm not going to hassle you about, like, technically this is room 6 and you didn't spend a turn searching room 7. And, like, all of that's going to be, like, if you want to search this entire area, that's one turn.
Well, might as well.
No scout check needed, but you just do it.
Okay, let's do it.
Yes.
Okay.
Very thorough
Okay.
sweep of everything.
Okay, so you've already recovered the 2
Silk ropes.
silk robes in there. They're also in the room to the east.
Mm-hmm.
You let's see here, Trymec, while digging around in that room, you flip over the wardrobe, and underneath it are 3 moss green robes lined with black satin. Each has a cowl. All are a little soiled, but otherwise in good condition. Not really worth anything, but...
And they all fit humans?
Yep, all of these are fitted, like, sort of the same, like...
Well, do they look more comfortable than the other robes?
So far the finest ones seem to have been the red ones that you found.
These
what
are
color
all...
did you say the lining was?
I'm sorry?
What
Say
color did
green.
you say the lining was? Green with brown lining?
Moss green hue with black satin.
Black satin, thank you.
Slytherin.
As well, Sod, searching in the this vestry over here, in the northwest, you spot a little bit of whitish color up in the rafters. You make your way up using the rubble as a little booster, and you find an ivory robe, completely intact, with a cowl, edged and embroidered with a reddish pink whorls and lined with pale blue satin. I'm just gonna copy that rather than repeating it again because I know you're gonna ask me.
Thank you. I'm making notes on this because I feel like it's going to be important.
Yeah, these are all relevant. Or at least what these robes are.
So we found brown robes, green robes, red robes, and white robes.
What was
they
the
match
lining on the
up?
brown robes? Did they have any?
The brown robes had triangles on them.
Okay,
But
I've got a
mine-
question.
Oh, as well, Tolia, while you're sort of like walking around, you're pacing up in the north, like up and down the stairs while you're writing, just to sort of give yourself something to do. You step down a little hard on one of the flagstones on the top of the dais up here in the north, next to the throne, and it presses in.
I lift my leg up. I look around.
Nothing happens.
I have a question. So, what color were the columns that were up in the north area up here?
Let's see here. That area supports of white, brown, and green stone alternating. The upper portion is made of cinnabar. That's
And what was
the
this
red
section?
granite.
Sorry,
this
continue.
one, that's fine. That one had red granite floor. So red floor in the north. In the east.
Let me rephrase this. Does it
so
match
yeah,
up
sorry.
with the color robes?
Yes, red floor in the north. There are clear white tiles in the center. There are green tiles on the east and brown tiles on the west. You are correct.
So it completely matches up, and not only that, those are the same colors we saw.
Ah,
on
yes,
the
there we go.
mosaic.
Now somebody's thinking.
Yeah, I was also thinking that. What do you say? Just going like counterclockwise, like this area.
Oh, that's green. This area is green, and this area is brown.
Oh, that's much smarter. Whoever's doing that.
That's
That's
very intuitive.
me.
But that's fine. Do whatever you guys have to do. It's good to make notes on these just so you have them in the future too. But that's good. Not making white, coward.
I mean,
Coward. Coward.
well, what about the one on
Anyway.
the west?
Oh, as well, Alfie. You're looking around the white tile dais in the center, And you notice along the well, a 1 foot wide ledge begins about 15 feet underneath the mouth of the shaft and begins to circle sort of along the north face, then lead down to, you can sort of barely see it as the light like barely gets down there, a narrow set of steep steps which spiral down clockwise.
Well.
So, actually, 4th entrance into the dungeon discovered.
I think the brown was on the west side over
Correct.
here.
Oh, okay.
This area wasn't relevant, but I believe it had
So red, brown, white, and green. Okay.
reddish brown. Oh, this was also brown, but yeah, that was just the lead up area anyway. It wasn't really.
Alright, so Tolia stepped on something, right?
Yeah, as soon as I step on it, I'm like, not Baldric, shit, Sod.
So nothing happens, and I mean, if you choose to test them, the other flagstones also depress. But
Hold on.
nothing happens as you press them.
Put on the ropes. And then press on them. All at the same time.
All?
want
There's
all
a
of
lot
us
of
to
them.
put-
You want me to
Yeah.
put on all of the ropes?
Wait. The DS, it says red, white, brown, green, red, white, brown, blah, 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 blah. Let's try doing it in an order. So, how many steps are there that recess? Like, little steps that when you press in. Did we find
Sorry?
them? So, Tolia stepped on something.
Yeah.
Is there more of that, or is just only that?
Is
I
it
mean, just when
here
you
that
press
increases
into
it?
any of these flagstones, the ones listed,
Yeah.
they depress. When you stop pressing on them, they stop pressing down. There is no other feedback.
Okay. Alright, so they have it everywhere on the little flagstones, right?
All of the ones listed on that thing are valid flagstones to press in, yes.
Alright.
Okay. Do we want to do it in a certain order?
Would we know what order to do it in? It would take us forever to just brute force it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
it would take you forever to brute force this. And I'll tell you, you haven't found out any other information about this. I mean,
Well-
you're making connections with colors, which is on the right track.
There is a sequence for the colors, though.
Yeah,
we don't
red-
know
Red,
the-
white. Well, we
Sorry.
could try 4 different sequences. If it's a sequence of 4, right? We can start with red, then we start with white, then we start with orange, start with green. Because it goes red, white, brown, green, or white, brown, green, red, or red, white, or brown, green, red, white. Yeah,
It's pretty
I'm
convenient.
sure
that
one
there's
of those
4
that you said
colors.
is right.
yeah. It goes. Yeah, we just try one of those 4. Start with one of them, and then go down like from right to left.
I think we should
Okay,
wait
do you
till we
want
have
to
more
say spend a
information.
turn doing that?
I don't.
Because you could do that. You could spend a turn trying out all of those.
So,
So it's not fun for you guys to sit there and say like, oh, does this one
Yeah.
work? So you know,
Yeah,
if
yeah,
you guys want to
so-
spend some time doing that, that's fine. Otherwise, let's get going to another option.
So it's either figuring that out or going into the dungeon. I think it's worth actually trying to figure this out before heading
Yeah.
down.
Alright.
yeah.
All right,
Before we do that, can we take like a 5-second break?
Yeah.
we can take.
Back.
Welcome back. There is another option, Alex.
What's up?
Your house is here. We have all these colors, and we have 4 different entrances into a dungeon that different combinations could yield different results.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it may not necessarily be that there's one right answer. There could be 4 right answers, you know?
Thinking. I shouldn't be too coy with saying bullshit to you guys. I could get mean.
Yeah, the colors and the headstone, all that stuff is definitely not coincidence. Just trying to figure out putting 2 and 2 together, you know. Good old Greyhawk, good old Temple of Elemental Evil. I've never played the system, but I know what it is.
Yeah, I mean, I also put that in the title of the stream now. It's just It's out in the open. You guys you're into it enough. The phrases "elemental evil" are gonna start passed around by the fucking NPCs. The cat is about to be out of the bag.
Yeah.
Oh no, my Roll20 crashed.
Oh no. Also is written by Gary Gygax.
Yeah. Yep.
I've been watching this YouTuber named Matt Colville a lot, and he mentions this a lot too. I'm getting
really?
a lot of ideas from him.
Neat. I mean, it's definitely like if you just tried to run this straight, it has the potential to be terribly boring. I do feel like he sort of intended for you to just run with it, but like it is very simple. And also at the end, you can tell that Gary, you came across the deadline, didn't you, Gary? The type of writing has changed here, hasn't it, Gary? You rushed this part a little bit, Gary.
A different time. This is with AD&D, right? I'm pretty sure it's AD&D.
Oh yeah, this is. I mean, actually, when this was originally written and used, like in his like little home campaign, we're looking at like proto D&D, I think.
See, the interesting thing about this whole campaign is the reason why all those fuckers back at home that don't want to do anything is because those NPCs are actually Gary Gygax's old players. Those were players. A lot of the NPCs.
Yeah, some of them are. Some of them are.
Were players.
Not all of them. Not all of them, but some of them.
I think the Druid was one of them.
Yeah, Black Jay, although you will never meet him because he's not terribly interesting and won't ever, unless I have some kind of idea for a random event with him. Bernie and or his boy Rufus. Okay, yeah, there we go. That's perfect. Okay. And we're just waiting on Michael and Mooney to get back.
I'm back.
Alright, well, I'm gonna grab some water real fast and then it'll be time to get started.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm back.
Our Q Daddy. Oh wait, there he is.
I'm sorry, what did you just say?
Q Daddy.
Okay, just making sure that I heard you right.
Are you saying you're not Q Daddy?
I'm fine with it, I just wanted to make sure I heard you right. Alright guys, where are we going?
I don't want to go down the main stairs quite yet. I don't know if it's just being a bit silly, but I don't know, I got a bad feeling about them.
Did we
Let's go.
pressing the tiles all of it?
Oh yeah, we were gonna spend a turn doing that. We can do
You
that.
just haven't decided whether you were going to do that or not?
One of the things mentioned while you guys were on break is that we do have 4 entrances, 4 different colors. It is fully possible that there are like 4 different solutions to that puzzle, or more or less. There's not just like one. There might not be just one correct answer is the thing.
That's a good point.
The correct answer is that they're all the wrong answer.
Yeah, that's possible. The correct answer is to not go into the dungeon. Why risk your lives?
Well, let's see.
You got a point there.
We could try going down one of the stairs. maybe going down brown because they had I think the ugliest looking robes. Not like red had the prettiest, I think it was, or the most expensive looking.
Red was the
Oh,
prettiest.
so
Red,
you're
red and
suggesting,
white probably. Red and white probably competed for that.
you're suggesting we
brown
go
looks
down an
poor.
order of shabbiness?
Yeah, well, not shabbiness, but like the brown robe seemed to be the poorest of quality.
No, I'm following you. I think that's a good idea. I'm just trying to see if I followed you. And I do.
Yeah.
I like it.
Okay, so we're going down this set of stairs over here.
Yeah.
The brown one? Okay.
All right.
Do that.
Well, all right.
Are we
You
not
must
gonna-
gather. Everybody, gather up right here for me, please.
I thought we were going to do the tile pressing.
I don't think the party is all down with spending quarter.
Yeah,
of,
let's try this method first, and if it doesn't work, then we'll do the tile pressing.
If you think about it. Oh right, all of your shit that you draw is going to be in the object layer. I'll deal with that. That's fine. Okay, let's copy. Let me change here. Start this.
We should light a torch too.
Oh yeah, because it gets dark down here, baby. But we'll deal with that in just a second. You can order your marching order as soon as you can see your character. And your characters are right here. What kind of torches or whatever? What are we lighting here?
I'll
Bulbs?
light a torch.
I'll light my lantern.
Torchy torch. Just a normal torch.
And a lantern. Have at it. They're all yours, and you can decide your marching order. But okay, one small note I would like to make. Let me pull up the book here. Just about the general look. So just and please, if you need me to stop and repeat something here, just as a general rule for the design of all of these corridors here, unless otherwise noted, corridors are of dressed stone blocks or worked from natural limestone or granite as we get into the lower areas. The walls and floors are all smooth and polished wherever it seems like it was possible to do that. The 10-foot wide corridors have Gothic arches, meaning that they come to like a narrow peak at the top, about 17 feet high. The 20-foot and 30-foot wide passages and spaces have Roman arches, which means they're like wide arches, which tap out at about 30 feet tall. Unless we otherwise say so, doors are going to be like oak, hornwood, or bronze wood, about 3 inches thick, with like a large ring on each side set in the center. Cressets and sconces are along the walls. Unlit torches rest in some of them, although none in this hallway. And they also hang at intervals, so like even along these walls you see sconces at 10-foot intervals just alternating. All stairways are steep, as these are right here, with 1-foot high risers, just carved of solid stone. They don't look especially old, but they do look as though they have been worn from the passing of many feet. Drafts and... oh wait, I actually have this as a handout, I believe. I can also just share. Did I not? Map notes, there it is. No. Fuck me, where did I put it? I guess I didn't. Okay. But that's pretty much it right there. All of the areas are like well ventilated. You can feel drafts coming from like wherever. Smoke doesn't linger near the ceiling. Strange odors and odd noises get, blown in from the various tunnels.
Actually, that's a good question. What's the general olfactory feel of the smell, or this temple so far?
Musty, damp, feral, fetid, and noisome. Those are the words I see here.
Okay.
describing scents. The hollow, echoing underground ways are rife with musty, damp, feral, fetid, F-O-E-T-I-D, fetid, and more noisome scents.
Gross. Okay.
Yeah, it's real nasty. It's already real nasty. So take your lantern in hand, Bubula, and let's go.
I would love to, but it's not selectable.
Okay, where is the exit? Is that to our left, right here?
Yes, that's the way you came from. Apologies about this map. The maps, as we go, will get more simple and just easier to read. Okay, you can grab that torch, right? Yes, that torch is grabbable. Okay. Alright, again, so the squares here, you can see the squares okay, I guess? You can use your ruler if you're a little confused. They are 10 feet wide.
Okay.
I can sort of see it.
I would recommend, like, 100 or higher, actually, is better. You can even do, like, 150.
Yeah, I'm doing 150 right now. Alright, Trymec, if you could take the lead.
Well, me or Alfie? Do you want to take the lead? I actually got a shield, actually. Can I have a torch, actually?
You would like to
I
light
can
a
do
torch
my
as well?
lantern.
Okay, thank you. Is this... So, in front of me to the east, is that... It's blurred out to me. Or is that a different stone?
No, that's just more hallway. It continues on into the darkness.
So, which way do we go?
Oh, that's why I can't do that. I'm dumb. Yeah, I mean, looks like it goes, this terminates in a wall right here.
Let's keep touching the left wall and just see where that takes us for now.
Left wall? Or south?
That's actually a good idea. Keep touching a wall. I guess this is the wall to our right.
The old labyrinth trick.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so as you sort of go into this wider area, this plain chamber, it's filled with like wooden racks for various spears, polearms, and smaller weapons. The walls have many pegs indicating where other weapons and shields once hung. But all that remains now here are broken weapons, sundered shields, and the ruined coats of mail. Several skeletons, both human and gnoll, lie scattered about here and there, as well as odd skulls and bones that aren't as identifiable. Cobwebs hang in places pretty much everywhere. If anybody's been here, it hasn't been recently.
So there are no usable polearms?
Not evidently.
Polearms would be good in the hallway.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you, dude. You're mumbling.
Sorry. Yeah, polearms would be good in the hallway, because that's the only advantage that's the advantage they have, mechanically. Alright, so... should we search this, or just keep going?
I don't think there's much to find here.
Could I just quickly rifle to see if I can find a usable spear?
I mean, you could... There's like, you can very quickly see that there's no usable spears.
Okay, then I'm done with this room.
Okay.
Back to the intersection.
Let's keep going straight for now.
Straight as in up, or straight
That
as
is
in
hugging. That is hugging the left wall after all.
This way.
Oh, that wall. Oh, I didn't even see
We're
that.
hugging this wall for now.
Wall. Okay.
Oops.
Okay. This appears to be like a similar sort of area. Like, it also appears to be that there's some sort of battle here. Broken weapons. Trash supplies everywhere.
This must have been their armory. Any usable weapons here?
No. Again.
And also a lot of, like, just human remains, I guess.
Human and gnoll.
And gnoll. Okay. What's the ratio of, like, what's the ratio of like dead gnolls to dead humans?
Oh, impossible to tell. There's just so much mixed about.
I mean, I could like gather up the skulls and tell that way, but that would take more time than I would quite care.
It's probably more time than it's worth. Yeah, I'd be
Okay,
curious if
what's the
this
party
connects
doing?
to the other stairs as well.
Hmm. I'm sure we'll find them.
Yeah. Well, you gotta keep moving.
Oops.
Being the right wall.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
Gotta keep going straight.
I think I just jacked the the torch.
Yeah, it's really easy to accidentally click on it. I'm sorry.
Gonna
It's
go
okay.
down.
No bully.
I'm sorry.
What do we have here?
Another
So-
armory.
Same condition?
Mm-hmm.
Any usable weapons?
Not a one.
Which we went through the brown one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. Maybe brown means weapons.
Or kobolds.
They're gnolls. Aside.
I'm gonna stop you before you ask. This
Circles.
is another armory here.
Okay.
Okay.
No usable weapons, I assume.
Mm-mm.
Oh.
Sorry.
What is...
Mm-mm.
Is this
Okay,
a dead end?
if you go out these stairs, if you go up these stairs, this triangle here represents stairs.
Wait, triangle.
If you go up these stairs, they very quickly lead into the dim light of the vestry on the other side of the temple.
Okay, so they all lead to the same...
All right. That's
Well,
good
at
to
least
know.
these two doors lead to the same dungeon. So the green and the brown.
Mhm.
Maybe brown doesn't need weapons. Going up. So if I take a right here, I assume I find stairs.
Okay, wait, stop. Okay, you've come into like a different looking... this doesn't look like the rest of it, at least. You come out and... through this, like, passageway, you see... So this 70-foot by 30-foot chamber here appears deserted. It probably has served as... Hey, hold on, do you move out?
No, I was just trying to
Okay.
get...
Because you see that. Remember where our squares are divided. It has probably served as a privy, for the place has like foul fecal odor and filth is scattered here and there in the floor. The columns which support the ceiling are thick, bound like 4 or 5 feet in diameter. You see a few skulls and bones lying around the pillar bases.
Skulls.
What an ignominious place to die.
Let's see.
No, it wasn't just skulls, right? It was other bones.
Wait, just skulls and no other
No,
corpses?
skulls and bones.
Okay, just checking.
A few skulls and bones lie around the pillar bases that you can see.
Can we see from where we are, like, any hint that might have been to their demise? Like, maybe a giant fucking hole going through one of the skulls?
Were they decapitated?
No, I mean, they just... It's really, really hard to see any details from where you are.
You know what? I teleport. You know what? I'm going to check out. I'm going to step forward into this room, stay back in case there's a trap, and I'm going to look for traps. Dungeoneering.
Okay.
And since I'm going on my own, I'd like to use the loner feature. I mean, the loner trait against myself
Against yourself? Alright, sounds good.
because I'm going alone. All right, I've got Dungeoneering 4. And no, -1 against myself. Do I add anything to that?
Unless like you
Willpower.
want to get help.
No.
Yeah,
No.
unless you want to
Alright,
get help.
no, I don't want to. I don't want to
Otherwise,
get
you're
help.
just
No.
rolling that.
You don't want any help.
Well, no, I don't want any help because I'm using loner.
No, what it
Yeah,
could be
that's the idea.
narratively is that we still help you, but like, no, go away.
And that's why you still lose a. You still get their dice, but you still lose a die.
Okay, yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah, I'll help with criminal
I will
then.
help the scout.
Okay, so 4 -1, 3 + 2, 5.
So 5d6.
Just so we say, the first die is Alfie's, the second die is Sod's.
Yeah.
Because we're supposed to keep track of that, right? Let's call
Okay.
those whenever we help. Call first die, second die.
Is that for success and failures?
And that's just for fun.
Oh,
To see if they actually helped you.
Hey, I helped.
Like there, Alfie helped.
okay. 2 successes.
Alright, Alfie stops you right before you go in, points up, and you see, the small, like, a thin, like, lining of bottom of a portcullis just in the top of the ceiling, right above your head.
Oh, it's gonna keep me separated from you guys.
Yeah, that's definitely, like, your keen dungeoneering senses says, that's gonna drop. You're not sure what will drop it, but, that drops.
Well, I don't think we could prop this up with anything. Portcullises are normally very heavy.
They're generally made of solid iron.
Nice. Well, should we explore the other rooms before coming into here?
Yeah.
Okay. Step away.
Wait, one
And-
second.
No. Do you need to do something with this room?
There we go.
Bad.
Oh, and
Yes.
we did a turn tracker here. What did you do? I'm sorry.
I just wrote a text thing saying "big bad thing." That's the portcullis.
Oh, okay.
Trap. Alright. I continue hugging the right wall. I take a right.
Okay. Let's see here. Take a peer into this room. So a partially destroyed stone chair dominates this place. It's hewn of brown marble, veined with black, and stands near the middle of the north wall. Both arms of the chair have been broken off, and the seat itself is chipped. A piece is missing from the back, and the whole of it just looks fractured. The room is scattered with rubble and broken furniture. The ceiling, you shine your lantern up, goes up at least 35 feet, maybe more. This chamber seems very oddly shaped, so you're not really sure how high it goes up. But it gets lost in the shadows of the supporting arches. The whole place smells of, like, this faint tinge of rotting flesh.
Interesting.
Alright, I step in.
Okay, you step in, like, your feet crunching through the sort of, like, I guess parts of it, like, you can get in, like, an ankle-high path of, broken junk and furniture and, what appears to be some food scraps, maybe?
How
Why don't
recent are the
we,
food scraps?
Definitely not edible.
Yeah. Why don't we inspect
Um,
the chair a little more?
Yeah, that seems interesting. Did we bring any of the brown robes with us? Can we just say we did so we don't have to go back and get them?
I mean, you guys have to have them in your packs, so each robe is one pack.
Can you retroactively say we all took some
Yeah,
of
I
the
mean,
robes?
yeah, but
Alright.
just you have to have had room for them.
I do not, but I have the red robe.
I have my green robes.
Alright. I have an idea. I'm gonna take the brown robe. I'm gonna put it on. I'm gonna, like, sit down on the chair. Anything happen? No? Okay. I'm feeling a bit silly.
You feel tall.
Talia, as you scoot down from the chair,
Mm-hmm.
you hear fluttering and rustling up above.
Uh-oh.
As God damn it. Let's see here. Whoop. There we go.
What is that?
What?
A small, like, leather-winged creature, like, flutters down from the rafters, and then suddenly more of them.
Ah!
Well,
All right, guys. Tolia, I guess,
Oh,
be our conflict leader.
Okay, let me get out the conflict cheat sheets.
I think maybe we should run.
You can also drive off.
True.
Trying to decide whether or not they'd
Let's
actually
just keep
chase
this
it.
running. Well, it's more of a question, do you give up this room and, like, just run away from them? Or do you try to drive them off and, like, chase them back up, like, into the rafters so that you can still mess around in the room? Or...
I think we
Protecting
should
something.
run, and if we need to mess around in the room, we can try and drive them off then. So I don't think there's much more in this room.
You haven't really searched the rubble at all, but...
Yeah, that's fair.
Other than that, I mean, that's up to you.
Okay, let's drive them off.
It's up to you guys to decide what you want to do. Well, specifically, it's up to Tolia to decide, like, the tenor of this action here. These are animals, so they're not going to... Or animal-like creatures, I guess.
Well, for drive off to attack, we need fighter, and defend will be will.
Yeah, I think we can do that pretty good.
Okay, give me just a second. Oh, there it is. So we're gonna do drive off?
yes.
Okay. Give me your disposition roll, and let me...
Alright, remind me how to do that.
It's roll 3d4 or 3d6, sorry. And that's your health. So you have 2 of health, and how many successes you have here will determine how much health you have. Because all of us are going to be helping out with this conflict.
You sure it's 36?
3d6, add that to your health pool. So your health pool is what? 2? 3d6.
3. So it's 36 plus 3 success. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
What was it? 3d6 plus what?
3d6 greater than 4. It's the amount of successes that determines their disposition.
I'm going to spend a fate point to re-roll a scoundrel.
Okay.
So let me mark that. Spend 5. That's a lot better. So that's 5.
So we have 5 disposition altogether.
Okay, I'm, like, trying to dig around where the fucking I kept the disposition. I can't remember what those things were called. I'm just gonna do this.
so
we
cute.
go.
Mm-hmm.
How much disposition do you guys have?
5.
They look so happy, it makes it seem less terrifying.
4 and 5.
No, they are
Now these
cruel.
guys get
They're laughing at our misery.
3 plus 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
Oh
11,
no.
12, 13, 14, 15,
Oh, no.
16. Is it greater than? Oh, yeah.
Oh no.
Mathematically sound, though, at least.
I suppose so. 6, 9, and then delete 1. I'm just gonna pile them up right here. And we know that we have functionally X mini Strixes. Alright guys, I guess they were in combat.
Hooray!
Yay.
Action.
Alright, so we remember how combat flows?
Yep.
Yep. Okay, so
Oh, let me
I'm
attack first.
going.
My suggestion is I would like to volunteer to attack first.
Okay. I would like to do a check, a maneuver, and then a feint. Oh, and I gotta say who does that. Okay.
Yep.
I'll have Alfie attack. I will maneuver, and Trymec can feint.
Okay. And Alex, you also have the cheat sheet open, so you're gonna help me
Yep.
out here with, thank you. Alright, so first action, you said Alfie attacks?
Yes.
Mhm.
Alright, the Strix's feint.
So, okay. So I
what
automatically
happens in
succeed,
that-
right?
I mean,
Because attack versus a feint means that they don't get to roll anything, and I succeed automatically.
alright, well there you go.
Alright, so
Nice.
Like the
When played against an attack, it's you've been called out. Yeah, I mean, you just get to make an attack here.
which is fine because I
So
also
they like flit around with their like leathery wings, like sort of like swooping around, trying to like get at you with they have these like long like little sharp looking tubes that come out of what appear to be their mouths.
Don't like that.
Alright, so I'm going to take up a sword and get the +1 to attack, and then I just poke at them as they come in. They try to feint, but like, no.
Okay, we'll roll.
Okay, so I'm going to roll a... My fighter is a
Take out all the anger you had on the.
And remember,
yeah.
this is unopposed, so you mark no.
Yeah,
plus or
no,
check.
I don't do anything. I'm thinking now. Okay, so 3d6. Who is helping me?
I think I'm the only one that can help, right?
Even people with an action can still help. They just give a dice, right?
Yes, that's correct. But again, you got to describe what we're doing here. Paint me a
Hey,
picture.
Alfie, do these things remind you of the fucking pixie?
Yes, they do.
Throw mud in their face.
And Trymec throws mud. So I have now 5d6. I'm going to spend 3 points. Well, no. Do I want to spend 2? No, I spend 2 points of Persona to get another 2 extra dice.
Okay, sure.
I can do that. So now I'm
Go for it,
at
go
1, 2,
ham.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Because my sword is attack, it's 86. It's not...
3 successes though, right off the top.
Right off the top, and I don't have any more fate points to spend, so that's what I'm gonna have to deal with. Alright, so 3, just... whoosh.
Alright,
That's
I'm
8
going to
plus-
do my maneuver now. Varka orders getting people into better positions.
Oh, I'm dumb. They actually had 3 more than that,
Oh,
but you did remove 3.
Yeah,
Good. Okay.
I'm sorry, I did my math bad.
you did math that.
It's 8 plus their base of 3. That's my mistake, I'm sorry. So I'm sorry, what was the roll? And what were we doing?
I'm doing
It's
maneuver.
maneuver.
You're gonna maneuver? They are maneuvering. What's
Okay.
happening, Alex?
Maneuver versus maneuver is...
Independent?
Independent, yes.
Okay. Plus 1d, so they're gonna roll.
Oof. I am going. Actually, no. I'll save my last persona point.
Okay, so both of you guys get 2. Since this is unopposed, you both get the 2, which is game position plus 2d advantage to your next action.
So Trymec gets a +2 to the next action.
Yep. What is Trymec's action?
Faint.
Attack. No,
What
yeah,
was
just
faint?
faint.
Yeah, what was faint?
It's feint. They are also fainting. What's a feint versus a feint?
It's a versus test.
Make a versus test. Okay.
Faint
and
is a fighter. So Alfie is also helping you out, like hooking, giving you room to feint them. Alfie pretends to go for an attack, giving an opening for Trymec.
I'll help out also as well. I'm about fighter. I'll swing the kind of move the torch around to help.
Do I add my
Distract.
willpower to this?
No.
No.
It's just your
That's not how it
fighter, straight up.
Okay. So fighter, and then I get a +2, right, from the
Yes.
maneuver.
Yes.
And then
And
plus
then
two
+2
from
from
Sod and
Oh, they get
Alfie
plus 2. Let me
having.
make sure to add that.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
as a swarm of like these like leathery, awful creatures like bat around you, what do you roll?
You want to add some persona points to that? You can.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna spend some persona. So I can. How many can I add?
Up to 3 to get 3 extra dice.
Ooh.
This is versus though, so keep
It
in
is
mind.
the versus, so you might want to.
I'm gonna add all 3.
You spend 3 persona points, and you get persona
Okay.
advantage. And so you have how many fighter do you have? You have 4 fighter, right?
I have 3 fighter, and I'm adding
Fighter.
another 3.
You're adding another that's 6
Another
plus 2 from
6.
help plus 2 from maneuver, so it's 10 altogether.
10. No, yep, 10.
So 10d6 greater than 4.
Okay, we good?
That's 5 for us.
Holy
Oh, wow.
shit!
Do you have any
Scoundrels are anything under, right?
anything?
So I can
you
reroll
Anything
5.
that failed.
roll your fate points to reroll your scoundrels.
Just how many fate points do I need For
It's
each
one
scoundrel.
fate point to reroll all scoundrels.
to reroll all scoundrels? Okay,
Yes.
I will.
And if
spend
you roll
a point.
6s, they explode.
No,
Is
No,
that
that's a
only for
different
persona?
thing.
separate fate point to reroll
Okay.
6.
Alright. So roll your 5d6 greater than 4. Oh, no, we lose 2 disposition.
Wow.
Okay, 2
Can I-
disposition away.
Can I not use another fate point to reroll this? No. Can I keep
No.
using that for? Okay.
You
So
don't wanna-
I'll
you can
lose
only do that
one.
once.
And then,
Trymec loses one since he's acting,
alright.
Okay.
and you're offering to lose the other one. Okay, so Trymec is knocked out as you're just swarmed upon by these like creatures.
The giant
let's see here,
mosquitoes. And
successful.
I'm assuming I have
And,
the lots of blood.
Yeah, actually, and one of them snatches onto you, like right into your back, right on your like sort of behind your right shoulder, and like
Oh,
inserts
no.
its proboscis into your flesh.
Oh.
It itches
And,
so much.
I hate this, legitimately.
And just like slurps on you and like what goes down with Trymec.
Interesting.
No.
And
It
Trymec, you
literally
like
takes me
sort of
down.
on the ground. Yeah, I mean it sort of like tackles you from the rear and like you go down like reaching
just
at it and biting it. like,
Trying to roll
reach-
and reaching
yeah.
in with my hands, and because I'm stubby, I'm not reaching the middle of my back where it's hard to scratch.
Yep. Anyway, I believe it's our next round.
Alright,
So,
Sod, what's your will and what's your, fighter?
My will is 5 and my fighter is 2.
Alright, I would like Sod to defend.
hold on. What armor? What armor are you wearing, Trymec?
Oh shit! Yeah, I'm wearing chainmail.
What does chainmail do?
I think it mitigates 1 damage.
I think mitigates 1 success.
Yeah, that's a good point. Hold on.
That means that Tolia doesn't take 1, but Trymec still does.
Yeah, that's true.
Yep.
But hey, there you go. Oh, roll 1d6 to see if it breaks.
Yeah, that's true. Wait, is it? I'm trying to remember it was damaged from the last. It's damaged, but it wasn't broken, right? Damaged means it can still be
But
used.
you've had it repaired. You haven't had it damaged.
Yeah, you had it
Since
repaired. Just roll the
we've
1d6.
gone.
Has to be greater than 4, right?
Yes. Just roll the 1d6.
Just roll it.
Okay, it's not damaged.
Okay, yeah, you're fine. You're fine. But you're still down. All right. What are we doing?
Alright, so I want Sod to defend. Actually, no, since I got.
I would
I
ask
want
that I
Sod
attack first again.
to maneuver. Alfie to attack. Actually, Alfie, do you want to attack or feint?
I want to attack.
Alright, Alfie to attack, and then I will defend.
Okay. All right. So what's that first action again? Let's go.
Sod maneuver.
All right. They are gonna feint. What does that mean for me, Alfie?
Fade versus maneuver, independent.
Independent. All right. Well, they're making an attack.
Okay, so then I'm gonna roll my will. Do I get any help with that?
What can help Will? I'm not sure.
Wait, feint actually, it's a free success. So they just roll, and we don't get to roll anything?
Oh no.
Oh, is it? It beats out a maneuver.
Yeah, it beats out a maneuver.
Yeah, I think you guys are dead here. Or,
Oh.
I think you guys are driven out here. 1, 2, 3,
I might roll really
5,
badly.
6, 7, 8. That's true. That's 8 plus. Yes, that is correct because they didn't maneuver or anything.
They have
Plus 1 success for their weapon.
Hey. Well.
So that's 4 successes, huh?
Yep.
Wah 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 wah.
Well, does anybody have armor?
I have
Now
leather
it's time to use
armor
it.
and a leather helmet.
Leather
If
helmet reduces.
all of you are getting attacked here, all of you are taking damage.
So I've got a leather
And,
helmet.
like in this case, if you would lose this position, I see no reason not to allow you to use your damn armor. So I'm sorry, what was that? Who has armor?
I have leather armor and leather helmet.
I don't have any armor. Alfie, do you have armor?
I don't have armor. Helmet reduces 1 success.
But
to,
breaks.
Yeah.
You have to roll a d6 to reduce attack or offense for leather armor.
Yeah, leather armor basically, yeah, it works once, and you have to roll. If you roll a success, it reduces by 1 armor. Otherwise, it doesn't.
Yeah, so, Sod, can you roll 2d6?
So Sod, you'll still be here, but can you save Alfie?
Yeah. Sod saves Alfie with the armor.
Okay.
So
But
Tolia's
Tolia's
knocked
out.
out. Tolia's currently being sucked out, like, by giant mosquitoes.
Oh no.
Yeah, down.
I hate this. I hate this. I hate this.
One of us has
Defensive
to
Still
defend.
defend.
good orders?
All right,
we
so
still
the
have to
next action
continue.
was an attack, right?
Next one for an attack. What is there?
A feint.
A feint, so I got a free attack.
Yep.
Sod's gonna help me by throwing as best as he can, but only getting one help.
Sod's at least
Oh,
got a
dear.
torch he could help with.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've tried to wave the torch around in hopes that I can like distract and give you an opening.
Let's see. It's 3 plus 1. That's 4. I'm gonna spend 2. The rest of my persona. Actually, no. I'm not gonna spend persona points now. I might need it. Shit. I can't use any of my wises because I'm angry. Oh no.
Oh no.
That's 2 successes. 3 successes for me.
3 successes. Okay, so we cleared out.
Two.
Bam, 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 as you like swat some out of the air.
Alright, the next step
Alright.
is defend action that I was gonna do, but I'm unconscious, so I guess
So
Sod
one of you
can
guys
do
have
it.
to do it.
I
Yeah,
did
'cause Alfie
something,
just
so Sod
went.
has to do it.
Because Alfie just
So
went.
I'll do it. Let's see.
That's defend versus their feint. They did 3 feint actions this round.
Oh.
Oof.
That means you get caught out, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
So they
does
just
it?
roll independent.
2, 3, 4.
Interesting.
Okay.
Just
And
enough.
+1 success anyway,
Yeah.
so.
We're driven out, my
All
dudes.
right. You guys got taken out, but I mean, you did take out over half of their disposition, so like, you guys like just get driven out of like, sort of screaming like Sod kicks the scourge off of Trymec's back, and Alfie like goes over and rips the one off of Tolia, and you like swing him back, like knocking them away from you, and you guys all just end up going running, just piling all out, getting the hell out of this room. You do, however, kill a few.
Oh, that's nice.
You kill... Well, I'm not going to tell you how many. Let me move all of these to here.
Fucking pixies. I see why you hate them so much, Alfie.
Oh, so now you decide to believe me. I'm angry still. Even angrier now.
So we all become angry?
I mean, that's up to the DM.
Hold on a second, I'm just hiding these guys real fast. Roll 20 doesn't make this super simple sometimes.
I took both ways. Excellent.
Alright guys, there's your first combat in the temple proper.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna say, one of you guys, Trymec or Tolia, is exhausted after that because you
I'm
got
already
like
exhausted.
you lost a lot of blood. Now, didn't you recover from exhausted? I thought.
No, I didn't. It's physically
then-
impossible for me to recover from exhausted because it's all 3 and I have 2 healths.
Oh, I thought you did that in Null whenever you like stayed at the thing. Never mind.
Mm.
Just remember that factors into your test.
Okay, now I'm exhausted then.
Oof.
Yeah. Just
Well, Trymec was the
Oof.
first one down.
Yeah, he's been sucked blood for a while.
God.
Ugh.
I don't think I've ever seen an anemic dwarf before.
We're normally very healthy people.
Oof.
Let's keep going.
yes, you guys take a minute, catch a breather. Don't forget, for any opposed checks, you do mark your pass or failure for the first check with that skill. Don't forget that.
There was one opposed test in that. There was a feint test done by Trymec. Trymec get a fail in attack or fighter.
Yep,
Sorry.
in fighter. Yep.
Yep,
One
I wrote
fail
that
in
down.
fighter.
I'm actually going to spend one of my checks because I did help. I'm going to spend one of my checks to fail alongside him. Is that okay?
Okay. Try to do that in when it's happening.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna like. I'm not really gonna like hold anybody by the scruff of their neck about that shit right now, since we're all still learning it.
Yeah, so I'm going to use a check and I fail with you.
Okay, sounds good. Sounds good. Look at you trying to get your skills up.
Look, the only way to get skills up.
Okay. All right. Well, you guys are out in the. I mean, you'd be actually a little bit maybe a little bit further out, like out here, not in that hallway.
Wait, was I get a pass for helping you during the first attack?
You have to spend a check to do
You
that.
have to spend a check.
Uh,
I'd suggest saving the checks because we might need to make camp soon. The only way that we can do stuff in camp is to use checks.
okay, I only have one check anyway, so.
Yeah,
We
you
have
want
a
to
few
save
checks.
them. You want to. Yeah, you want to try to use your traits to get checks.
Yep. Okay. What now, guys? Do we go up?
Yeah, I guess we can continue, because I don't want to start another encounter by going into the possible trap place.
Let's go up for this turn, and then when we have to, we can go back to one of the armories and make camp there.
Let's keep going.
Okay, the corridor continues here to the north. Just try to keep moving in these 10-foot intervals. Alright, you come up to a solid wall.
And there's something.
And a pathway leading back.
I gotta position the lantern. It's just doubling back on itself. This is odd. Well,
Okay.
following
do you see the rectangles here to
Yeah.
indicate
Yes.
doors? Okay. Just to make sure that that's visible. Oh, I lost you guys on the camera. Oh no. Hold on.
Oh no.
Zip. Can I zip the camera? Hold on. Let me restart so I can zip the so that I can zip the camera properly.
we're following right. Yes.
So
so
don't
we
give
have.
me a second before you move anywhere, please.
Yeah.
I don't think we have.
No, I don't think we have. Yeah, here.
There
Yeah,
we
it's just
go.
feeling.
Check this door before we go in further.
Yeah, we should.
Okay. Do you like? So the door is like
I'm gonna
in there. I'm actually gonna say
listen
you can
at it.
see. Well, you can hear a little bit, but you can also see light coming in from underneath the door.
Oh.
Does
You're
it
also
look like
aware
it's-
of the idea that light can pass underneath these doors here.
Oh shit!
Hmm.
Put out our torch. Put out the lantern.
Well, it's too late now. We've already seen it.
All right. So do we rush in now?
Well,
Do
no,
we
no, let's
hear
listen at
anything?
it first. Alfie, use your sharp elf senses, please.
Do my elven ears hear anything, DM?
Alright, you listen in, and you can hear softly through the door the sound of several men talking calmly.
What is it with the
You
fucking
can't really
doors
make
and
out.
that?
You can't make out what they're saying exactly.
Does it sound like
But
it's
they
in
just seem to
common?
be-
It's just muffled?
They just seem to be speaking in common and having a conversation of some kind.
Do we have the strangest urge to punch one of them?
I can't say that you do.
Just from the sound of his voice and the tone, do we just are writhing with anger when we hear that tone?
Interesting.
Does one of them sound beautiful?
Yes, Trymec knows what I'm hinting at.
Yeah, no. We all follow. Let's keep moving.
I'm gonna keep moving. Let's not do this.
Okay.
Let's see, we came from this way. Yeah, whatever. Let's go then.
Yeah, we should follow the right side of the wall. Ah, I'm grabbing the torch.
Okay. Do you walk up to this door here?
I'm gonna hang back and let Alfie do his thing.
I actually don't see doors. I'm just gonna take your word for it.
There's a door here at the end of the hallway.
You see the like little gray rectangle shape?
I actually do not, but
Try refreshing.
no, that's fine. I'll just take your
Okay.
word.
Is there
Um,
light coming from under it?
Yes, it's there.
You do see light coming from underneath as you approach it. Do you approach the door?
We let the elf approach the door to listen.
Well, you're the one standing in front of the door, so I'm just asking.
Okay, yeah, I'll approach the door.
Yeah, you stand in front of the door. Okay, as you step in front of the door, the ground collapses underneath you.
Oh no!
Fuck. Is there a save I can make, or is it just I'm straight up falling?
No, the pit walls are smooth, and you plop down loudly in the bottom of a 10-foot pit.
Alfie.
You
I
hear
have
movement from
rope.
the
know
other
what?
side of the door.
I have rope.
Oh no, there's door. The door.
What about the door?
And you hear you talking. Someone go check that.
I use my rope to try to, give Trymec.
No, just throw the rope down to me. I have a grappling hook.
I throw the rope down to Trymec.
I attach that rope to my grappling hook.
She's
I
kind of frozen up in indecision.
I take my bow out and then I knock an arrow and get ready for them.
Dude, no, Michael. What you should do is when he comes out, you should use the grappling hook on one of the people that comes to check it out.
Okay, the door opens up.
1v1 him.
Oh no.
Ah, shit. That is not the beautiful man.
I mean, I'm sure they're all beautiful in their own ways.
All right, you see a a room. Let's see here. So like the light in this 30-foot square room comes from the 4 torches on each wall. There's several large candles standing on these long trestle tables, flanked with benches and like covered in food, drink. You see a group of men sitting at one of the tables. Like one of them has just opened the door and is looking down at Trymec and looks up at you. Oh, we got intruders!
Oh no.
I wish I could pretend to be dead.
Oof.
And they begin to like rally muscle. One of them says, "Hit the fountain."
What?
Oh,
No, don't
shit,
do
they're
that.
trying to drown me. Can I? As I
yeah,
hear
one of them
that,
runs.
can I,
Yeah.
wait, hold on. As I hear that, can I try and Batman my way out of this pit?
What? Just jump 10 feet straight?
No,
He's
grapple
got a
hook.
grappling hook.
You know,
You
like
have a grappling
Batman.
hook? Go for it. Go for it. What's a grappling hook
There-
give you? Like a bonus?
I don't know. I hope it does. I have no clue what the
I'm sure
grappling
it
hook
says in
does.
the book. I'm sure it says in the book what it does.
Looking for it.
Giving +1 to Dungeoneer tests involving climbing.
Oh.
Engineering, huh?
Roll that engineering, I guess.
I'll allow it.
Yes.
So Dungeoneering +1.
Engineering. Awesome. What's my engineering? I think is my highest thing right now.
Yeah,
4. +1, 5. Can anyone help me?
I'll use the dice to help you.
I can't because I'm about to cast something. This is a
Okay.
combat encounter, right?
It's about to be. Well, we're sort of leading up. Like, there are things happening that people are doing right before the proper combat counter
Yes,
starts
me
here. It seems.
5, but I am
Because
exhausted. So it's
Really angry, I remember Lyra's face. And Alfie casts before we do anything. Destiny of Heroes.
Yeah, you
Can
can,
I
go
use
ahead and you can go ahead and roll for casting that. There will be eventually an encounter of some sort here.
Can I use can I use a wise in this somehow? Do you mean?
If you have a wise that you can help me out with here.
Odd one out wise. I'm the only one stuck in this pit.
Oh yeah, because you're having to take care of yourself here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all on you here. Saving yourself.
Alright.
I'll allow it. What are you using it for here?
I'm still talking on the mechanics. Can I use it to give myself
well,
another dice?
Hold on. Well, don't ask me. Go check the pin messages.
Alright.
I have a thing.
Yes.
Using a wise is the very first one.
And, oh, okay. It's gonna go all the way down. Wait. Using nature, spending checks, spells and conflict, using straits.
Oh,
using
okay.
wise.
Rerolling scoundrels with your persona points is like a thing that is for your wise.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh.
I thought it was a thing you could do.
Yeah, you can't just do that.
Oh, well then.
That's important. And also, like, if you look at wise here, like, you get to mark checks on your sheet if you use all of them, but you need to keep track of that. I can't keep track of those on your wises. And it's on your character sheet. You have a check mark that you can make when you do it. But you got to do that.
You should use your wise mark how it was used on character sheet. Okay. If anyone else could use a wise for helping, that would be nice. Or I could just use the wise to re-roll. Okay, that's fine. I might be able to use it to re-roll later.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, the only
Okay.
thing I can do is give you a die.
That's fine.
All right. So anyway, like, so one of them has already started like kneeling down in this corner over here in the bottom right. But you can't really see actually. You sort of duck down the right. You hear like creaking and Trymec, there's a trickle of water coming in from like these little pipes at the top of the pit.
Oh no.
Oh, you motherfucker. Okay. Reroll. I'm rolling Dungeoneering 4 plus the 1 dice, so 5d6 greater than 4.
I think we're already gonna go ahead and turn on this music because we're here
All right.
basically.
I am gonna spend my wise to reroll my scandals. My wise and a persona point? Yes. Persona point, yeah, because fate points only reroll once. Yeah.
You can use the fate points to reroll the 6s too, though. That's just for free. I know you can just do that.
Okay. I will do both.
That makes sense. I guess an
both?
easy way to remember it is fate points are things you can use whenever. Persona points have something to do with your character. Their
Okay.
Your
persona.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
So I'm gonna do both.
Okay, you can
Yeah,
do
I'm gonna
both.
do. Can I do one in succession to the other before you tell me the success of the?
Absolutely. Which one are you going to
Okay,
do
yeah, I'm
first?
gonna do scoundrels. So use a
Okay,
persona
roll.
point for for. Yep, and I'm gonna re-roll 3 of those. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna spend 2 fate points to reroll the 6s.
No, one to reroll.
One. Okay,
the
I'll use that
6s.
then.
And if you roll another 6, it explodes too.
Roll it. Nope. I'm lucky.
No. I'm sorry, dude. But like you,
This is how Trymec dies, drowning.
it might be. So
Oh,
you
no.
throw up your little grappling hook, and it catches on like the corner of the stone, on the west side here. Like
It's actually 2 successes because I forgot I'm exhausted.
I mean, yeah, but you do get a good handhold, but like you start to like walk up, and it's a sheer wall,
Smooth.
and you actually have a good angle on it, but your arms just don't take you up there. You're too tired.
Oh no.
Okay, so I think we're starting this conflict one way or another.
Yep, and I am going to try and drive them off. I take up my bow and I shoot and knock an arrow. And then before I do that, I'm going to cast Destiny of Heroes. It just happens. Our might goes up by 1.
Yeah. Okay, so this is a drive-off encounter?
Yeah, we're trying to drive them off right now.
Okay.
Do you guys want to run, drive off?
No, I wanted
I mean, you guys can
I wanted to
discuss
save
if you want.
Trymec.
Yeah, I gotta save Trymec.
I mean, you can
Yes.
run with Trymec, that's part of it. Okay, hold on, I need to move. There's a
Trymec's
bunch
in a
of dudes.
pit.
No, but driving off means they get driven off. Us. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm confident. More than the fucking mosquitoes.
Alright, all of these guys take out their crossbows.
Oh no.
God fucking damn it.
This guy in the back just has a sword and shield, though. Okay, so that is 1, 2, 3. Oops. 4, 5, 6. What is disposition for combat? Because these guys have regular skills since they're just people.
Health.
It's fighter plus health or what?
It's, you roll fighter, add it to your health.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your disposition then.
I assume I'm
And remember, you can get help from your allies here. But
Yeah.
again, if you're sharing die, you have to tell me what you're doing.
1 second.
So if we have like fighter, we can share
Yes.
for disposition.
Yep. Just gotta tell me what you're doing. How are you making ready for the battle here?
We're getting ready to pull Trymec up. He's something.
Oh yeah, there you go.
I don't have fighters, so I can't help. Oh god.
Could you use a health die or something? Disposition.
Could I?
'Cause it's health
Um,
plus.
I'll allow it. No,
Alright.
no, I won't. No, I won't, because that seems like it's abusable. I won't
Okay.
just say I'll allow that without deeply considering it, but not now, at least.
Okay. 1 second.
I'm just gonna arrange these guys so that I can clearly see.
So fighter
what's what.
3, plus 1, so 46.
I don't know if you guys can see all of these guys, but I'll do my best here.
Are you shitting me? Okay.
No.
We have 5 disposition.
Could
Can
you
I give-
re-roll any of those?
You a persona point of mine. Or
no,
fate
it's
point
not
of
allowed.
mine.
Okay. How much disposition are we working with here?
I have 5. It's 1 per person. I have 2.
4, 5. There you go.
Right, I'm going to have.
Am I even part of this encounter? If I'm
Yes, you are.
Yeah, you're still part of the encounter.
okay.
Just fill out your disposition and decide on your actions. They've all drawn their crossbows.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my bow for this one. I'm gonna start off with an attack.
Put me defense for last. I have a shield. It'll help
Yeah.
me.
I'm gonna have attack, and then I'm gonna have sod maneuver, and then I'm gonna have Trymec defend. That's what we're doing.
Okay. Alright, first action. They are going to fire their crossbows and attack.
Okay, I have a bow. They have a crossbow. This is a versus test.
Okay.
If we're using, hold on.
No, it's versus against all except bow and crossbow.
Okay, so it's just straight out independent. Oh gosh.
Yeah, that's, yeah. Hold on, let me get these guys. What are their stats? Here we go.
Saw throw a rock. Help me out.
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Can I throw my torch?
Throw your torch. Alright, so I'm gonna spend 2 persona points to get an extra 2 persona advantage modules.
Okay.
I have 7.
Are we rolling?
Yeah.
Or just let me know whenever you're ready. Because you still have helping and stuff you can do here. Remember, you can use wises to help if you got a wise that helps.
You can also use nature.
If your nature covers it, yes.
So can you tap your nature even if your nature doesn't cover it?
Yes, it just
Yes, that's covered in the
it
chart
twice.
there.
so this is just independent. You lose a nature no matter what if you tap your nature to help out here, but you're already helping out anyways.
Well, you tap your nature. No. If you're helping with your nature, it's gotta be in your nature.
I guess I was more referring to like when it's my time if I could.
Yeah,
tap
yeah.
nature.
That's something that you can do. Yeah. Basically, just if you're doing something, you can do all the same stuff you can do if it's out of your nature. You just get a bigger penalty if you
What's
fail.
their might?
These guys are regular ass people.
Well, we have +1 to this, so I'm getting another
Yeah.
dice.
Yes. Oh, no, you're not getting another die. You get +1 success.
Okay. Well, I have 5 successes.
Okay, and they have 3. So, I mean, you take out like 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I mean, you just shoot these guys. These 2 go down right here.
Technically, we have chainmail, so does that reduce this one of their successes for us? With
I
Trymec?
mean, that's it hasn't been broken yet, so you can use it this combat.
Yeah. Can you roll your 1d6?
Oh, they also have chainmail. They actually
That's
all
true.
have chainmail.
Alright.
We can use it now, or we could use it later. Because if I successfully defend, we regain our disposition.
1,
That's true. Let's save it for then.
2, 3, 4, and 5. They're all gonna use their chainmail.
Okay, they have to roll to see if it's broken or not. Let's roll a 5d6 and just.
Yep.
See. Okay. 3 of them lose their chainmail.
Okay. It doesn't matter. I mean, they can't use it again in the combat regardless.
I see.
But it does matter for being broken. But don't worry about that. Let's continue. What's next action?
Next was.
I'm gonna try to.
It was
Maneuver.
maneuver to get Trymec out of there.
Let's see. So that's will. So that's 5d6.
Okay. They
can
are
I-
also attacking this round, firing the crossbows again.
Okay.
What is an attack versus a maneuver? Is that opposed or what?
Played against attack or
It's versus.
maneuvers versus test.
All right. So add up all your bonuses and let me know when you're gonna roll.
So if I were to use a persona point and tap my nature, that would be adding how many die?
Your nature to your roll. Yeah.
Yes. What is your untaxed nature at the moment?
I have 4 out of 5 nature rating right now.
Okay, so you can add 4 onto it.
Yeah, you'd be adding 4 dice.
Okay, so I'll add 4 dice.
It has to be within. I think it has to be within your nature, or no. You know the rules. You know the rules. You read it.
I think if it's not within the nature, that's when we have to tax it.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
But if
well,
it is, then...
it's all in the thing. So just go down the line. Yeah.
Just so first off, what's your nature? What are your nature descriptors?
My nature descriptors are probably not going to help. Just sneaking, riddling, and merrymaking. Well, I don't know. Sneaking
no.
might be able to help.
No, this is not.
No.
You're not
Okay.
sneaking here. This is
Alright.
outside the purview of your nature.
That's 1.
Okay.
So your thing. So if you fail this, you lose 2 nature and not just 1.
Mm-hmm. Oh, did you take away your disposition? They rolled 3, and you reduced it by 1, right?
We didn't reduce it by 1. It's reduced by 3.
Oh, okay. Well, then, who lost this disposition here? Because you still have 5.
I really do think we should try to use that chainmail to reduce it by 1 success. Because otherwise, if we lose 3, then you won't be able to act Trymec.
Was my leather armor broken at all?
We can't.
Oh yeah, you can use that again. Leather armor doesn't break.
Okay,
That's the thing
you
about it. You
leather armor.
roll. What you do is you can use it once now. Roll the 1d6 right now. Rook.
Well, I've got the helmet and the armor. So.
The helmet's broken still.
From
Helmet's
the
broken
previous
until
encounter.
you repair it. Yeah.
Oh.
The leather armor does not help, but it also is not broken. You can just use it
Okay.
again next encounter. That's how leather armor works.
I see, so it's more consistent. Alright, that makes sense. Trymec, I really recommend using that chainmail
Alright.
on right now.
Actually, no, Trymec's not getting shot at in the hole. I'm sorry, he can't use it for that.
Oof. Okay, so we have to lose 2 disposition. So Tolio's knocked out. He gets shot by crossbow. I have to lose 1 automatically. One person's gonna get knocked out.
You might want to just do... Because Trymec can't go twice in a row anyways.
I can't go after, so I think it has to be me.
Well, defend is will, so if you want, after this maneuver, I don't know, you can defend. I can still defend to help bring back disposition because that's will during drive off, and my will is 5.
Mm-hmm.
If that makes sense.
So who do you recommend getting booped out with their disposition?
Trymec, what's your will?
I think 3.
Yeah, my will is 3, but if I successfully defend
Yeah.
at the end, we can regain back our disposition.
Yeah, but I think Alex will have to defend next.
Alright.
I don't know. What are your thoughts, Alex?
Oh, we still have to remove the disposition because we haven't resolved your maneuver yet. That's the thing.
Okay. Whichever one of you guys have a higher will.
I have the higher will, so it looks like Trymec's getting booped out.
Wait, defense is by health though, isn't it?
Not for drive off. For drive off, it's will.
Or drive off its will? Okay. Yeah.
So
yeah.
Trymec gets booped off.
Okay, anyway, so I'm doing the maneuver, which means I'm gonna use a persona point to tap my nature.
Mm-hmm. So that's
Okay.
4 extra, and I'm gonna give you 1 dice. I'm gonna help by like shooting extra arrows just like into the hallway. It's like, oh no!
So that's 10d6, correct?
You have 5 will plus 1. Yeah, 10d6. Go ahead and roll it.
Let's see.
You spend a fate point to reroll your success.
So I can spend a fate point to
So
reroll.
spend a fate point to break the tie in our favor.
Yes, I'd like to do that. So do I have
Alright.
to roll?
Do you have?
I mean, you don't roll anything to break. If you spend a fate point to break the tie in your favor, you just break it in your favor.
Yeah. Do we just break it in our favor with the
Which
the
means
fate
you get a
point?
+1 maneuver, which is impede. They take a -1 die to their next action.
Alright, so we don't lose this position now. The last one is defense, which I have to defend now since trying to make us
Alright.
booped out.
And they are attacking again, firing again with the crossbows. They take -1 die though.
I'm going to cast, what's it called? Wizard's Aegis. That's That's my
Okay.
my other spell. Now I get a free success in defend.
Okay. Do you need
Right,
you need to
but-
roll
Wait,
to
I have
cast
a
this stuff, don't you?
question. I have a. Let's see. I have a sword. I don't know if that could be used. That's
So
for
your
like
sword
capture and
means that
drive
you get a
off.
+1 to either attack, defend, maneuver, or feint.
Yeah, you choose whenever you start using
Yeah,
it. But
okay.
Alfie, you have to cast like roll to cast these spells, don't you?
Yeah, I gotta roll to cast these spells. I just get 1 success no matter what.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll Arcanist.
We'll just roll to cast the damn Wizard's Aegis then.
Oh my god! Oof, only one. Only one. That's 2 successes altogether.
Is that your defense or your casting?
That's my defense.
All right, where's the casting roll?
Give me a second.
You don't need to roll to cast Wizard's Aegis.
Oh, you don't? Okay, thank you.
Yeah, you don't need to
I
cast-
don't know dick about spells. I
Yeah.
just need to know.
So, it's indestructible, and it has 2 successes. So now they're gonna roll their attack. Well, that breaks it by 1.
All right. That is 1 disposition removed.
Sonic,
Is
you're the
Alfie
only one left.
Yeah, you're the only one left, buddy.
Defend.
Oh no.
Unless you guys
All
have a
right,
better idea.
Sod goes to the ground, and I mean, you've already made. We don't get any. They're just gonna do attacks. So you're getting 3 attacks versus 3 defense again. Sod just goes to the ground as they start firing down the hall. Trymec, by the way, the water's up to your knees.
Oh, okay, so it's. I mean, it's not that as fast as I thought it would be, but that's still not
Yeah.
good.
And that's only 1 round, baby.
Mm-hmm. Sonic defends for your life.
I'm
Burn
gonna
your
use
defense.
another persona point to.
Oh, I didn't. I should have waited. But yeah, that's what you're rolling against.
Yeah, I'm gonna spend another persona point to tap my nature again.
Mm-hmm. My god. That's...
Oh my god. Alright, so that's 1 round.
I guess you're gonna have to defend again.
Alright, a defend versus attack. Sod, what are you spending on this? I'm waiting until you roll to roll.
I'm not gonna spend. I'm just gonna roll my will for this one.
Okay.
It's just 5.
Ooh, you gain back 1 disposition. Who gets it?
Wait, I rolled the 7 successes before. That was the first round.
Yeah, versus their 7.
Oh, okay. I didn't see their
7,
roll.
7, now
Oh,
you
I
roll
see it.
3.
Okay.
And now this is 2.
I'll give
you
it
get 1 disposition.
to Alfie.
I'm
Okay,
back.
Alfie. Alfie, you gotta make this last defense action. It has to
Alright.
be you. Don't forget to mark, I mean, remember, your first oppose, you only get the 1, you don't actually get both.
Yeah, yeah.
Whatever
Mark,
you're first, you get the pass or fail.
Yeah, mark will as a pass.
Okay, so those are 2 passes actually.
Just 1.
Yeah.
You only got 1 per
Just 1
encounter.
pass.
Okay, thank you.
It's your very first oppose, you mark whatever you got for that one. The first,
Oh,
the
God.
other one was a tie, and so that didn't give me anything.
Hey, help me! I need to roll an extra dice. No, hold on.
You sure?
Sod, help me! Like, you're like,
Yes. No, Doc.
no! That's the
No.
last 2. That's the last 2.
Oh.
I think we're captured, my dudes.
Oh no.
Wait, is this a drive-out conflict, right?
Yeah.
Wait,
So
are we?
the-
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But they get their goals here. I mean, you determine what type of conflict it is, but like all the
Yep.
same, they still have goals here. So, all right, what is our stop time, guys? Like, what?
I
how
think
late can we go
after we
tonight?
get captured might be a good time to stop.
Yeah.
Because I think you're captured now.
Yeah, we're definitely captured.
Because that is, you just lost all your disposition. They didn't lose none.
Yeah, we got a full sail victory because.
I'm beginning to think this adventuring life isn't all it's cracked up to be. Second time I've been captured.
Chili is having serious regrets right now. He's laying in the corner, bleeding from an arrow. thinking to himself, you know what, this really sucks. I could be in a library right now, and I'm not. I'm gonna die here.
Okay, well, let's do our end of session stuff.
Oof.
Let me see here. Torchbearer. What's it? It's like leveling up or rewards or something. Advancement. Here we go. All right. Let's see who earned some fate points. Did anyone act on their belief this session?
Let's see. My belief is just never leaving a person behind.
I mean, you did act on trying to save Trymec.
Yeah, I mean, you guys could have ditched Trymec. Like, we didn't ever bring it up, but if you had chosen to, you could have just ditched him and avoided the conflict. But you know,
God damn it, we
watch
should
your
have
buddy.
ditched him.
No, I was.
But you acted on your belief. I mean, I'm sorry.
I did
go
not
ahead.
act on my belief.
See, is that a persona point?
That's a fate point. We're doing fate
Fate
points
point,
right
okay.
now.
No.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I didn't.
Did anyone work toward their goal but not accomplish it?
Not at all.
Yes, I'm trying to find more information about the beautiful bastard that I stole the carpet from.
I'll allow that.
I'm just trying to
See.
find Lareth, that's his name. I was trying to remember, I just kept calling him beautiful.
Yeah,
This is
alright.
the only thing I can remember.
Alright, nobody remembered to use their instinct again this session, so no one gets a fate point for benefiting from an instinct.
It didn't come up for me.
Didn't, yeah.
Oh wait, yeah, never turned down the opportunity to eat anything. We got free
What?
water.
For what, your goal? Or your instinct?
Instinct.
Instinct is when you get a benefit. So what your instinct does is give you a free roll when you otherwise wouldn't, and it doesn't cost a turn.
No.
So you need to
I see.
remember, we talked about that, so like, I mean, that instinct is fine, but like, it's going to be relevant to certain things, and
Okay, that's gonna be really hard to get a roll from.
yeah, I mean,
Okay.
it is what it is. And you can always change your instincts, goals, beliefs at the beginning of every session, so.
Okay.
Persona points, let's see, who played against their belief?
Nope.
Not me.
No.
Not anyone. Who accomplished a goal?
I did.
I did. I uncovered more details in Nolb.
I found where
Yeah?
the Temple of Ios is.
Okay. Alright, who
me a
gets our
persona point.
MVP persona point?
Alfie? No. Alfie?
Wait, so is completing your goal persona point?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, so that is a persona point. Who's the MVP?
Move.
The
Yeah, you guys decide
move.
this one.
I don't know.
I would give it to Sod, but Sod was the MVP last time.
That doesn't mean you can't be MVP this time.
Yeah, that's true. What did we accomplish that was good?
We didn't die.
Well, we did some research. We did some investigations. We got all the notes to the grindstone.
Oh,
found
yeah,
the pavement.
Who do we believe was responsible for us finding the temple, talking to Otis the blacksmith?
I think it's more of he just got our attention. He did start talking to Alfie in Elvish, but that was kind of coincidental. Alfie did find the entrance into the temple, and he did save Trymec from having a portcullis drop on his head.
That's true.
And for the
Well, I did
drive
that.
off, yeah.
Well, the portcullis thing, I also started that.
Oh yeah,
entirely.
you were the one who did that too. You're right. You're the one who rolled that. Narratively, it was Alfie saying, "Hey, look up."
Careful,
Um,
don't die.
I also fell into the pit though, so I think that negates that.
Pulling the bit is major, not MVP points.
But Alfie and I got us kind of away from the horde of evil pixies. I'm gonna call them
Evil
evil
pixies.
pixies.
yeah. Okay, so between Alfie and Sod then. You guys want to roll the dice?
Just say Alfie gets it since I got it last time then.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I got a persona point. Hooray!
Alright, who was the
Yay.
team worker? Who
Definitely Sod.
I think either Sod or Trymec for putting it out there for the team going first.
Yeah, I
taking
went
a hit for
first
the
a
team.
lot.
Yeah, Trymec. Okay, so
That's an
What is that?
argument. I mean, that's ultimately, like I said, it's up to y'all to decide.
I'd like to have it because I don't think I've gotten one of these.
Yeah, you can have it.
Yay.
Trymec has definitely been a huge effort in not, and he was the one that fell into the pit.
Yeah.
He's been trying real hard.
I keep taking a lot of lumps.
Yeah, you do.
Persona,
That's
right?
probably going to
You're a
continue.
beautiful
Yeah,
lumpy
Persona.
boy, and we love you.
Alright, embodiment. Who had a really good character moment this session?
Alfie.
With the fucking blacksmith
mud,
talking
the big thing.
and the mud. Yes, I
Yeah.
And the
was the
mud,
butt
yeah.
of many narrative jokes.
Yeah, I think embodiment. Yeah, you get that. So that's a Persona point for you.
Hooray.
Dude. Embodiment? Nah.
Embodiment.
The embodiment, goddammit. I want to give you guys a short preview though of next session.
Oh
Because
boy.
we're gonna go into like what happens here. So like you get dragged up, like you basically get shot down and like you get caught with the grace of a couple of crossbow bolts and you just surrender. You know, Sod raises up his hands. They they drag Trymec up and like they got you like down on the floor, like holding you down. Oh, crossbows pointed at you, so you're not fighting too much.
Thank you for saving me from drowning.
Tullia's not fighting at all. He's just laying on the ground with his hands behind his back, like just staring forward.
Well, I'm going to move the party in this direction. Hold on, let me zoom out so that it's easier for me to see everything here. And into this door right here. Are you guys with me?
Mm-hmm.
Through this door? Well, actually, let me go ahead and reveal all
The
these
other
guys
lit
and-
door.
Yep. Going into here. The guards drag you past these various. Oh, I want to zoom in more than that. These various rooms
Oh god.
filled with guards.
What?
They're just like stationed here. Like these have tables and garrisons. I'm not gonna go into big detail, but there's like a big table in this big room here, just lit with cressets, and drag you back here. They have a short discussion here with their master to discuss of what to do with you. The man here goes into this room, speaks with. Oh, let me. Yep. The camera back up here. And then comes back and has them bring you through, which brings you into a room, dimly lit. Sorry, I'm putting you on top of the brazier a little bit here. Just move your thing here. So the southern face of the door to this place is sheathed in bronze and has a little peephole. The bar on the inside... Huh?
Sorry, I heard Southern Face and I'm just looking at the man with the white mustache and the white hair.
Right. The door opens northward, swinging west. The walls herein are hung with tapestries and rugs, and the floor is covered with several layers of carpets. A pair of bronze lamps light the place, suspended on chains from the ceilings. A brass brazier on a tripod makes the room both too warm and too stuffy from the smoke of incense. A divan, small table, 2 chairs, and a cupboard stand along the eastern wall. A large armoire with side drawer stands by the west wall. A table holds a silver flask, several ceramic dishes and cups, and some foodstuffs, fruit, shelled nuts, and sweetmeats and stuff like that. And in here are 2 older gentlemen dressed in those brown robes. Hey Talia, you're still wearing those brown robes that you were wearing earlier, right?
I haven't had a chance to take them off yet. And
sort of just like looking at you with like an amused expression on their faces.
I'm
I didn't
not
drag
really
the guards
looking
in.
at them.
I didn't drag the guards in here with you, but they're in here, like, holding on to you, and that's where we're gonna end our session.
Mm. So I'm gonna take it those guys aren't other prisoners, huh? I was really hoping
exactly.
they were. Oh boy.
I also forgot, but in the lantern's in here. It's much brighter than that. So it's like this hot, stuffy room covered in carpets and tapestries on all the walls. Alright, folks, that's it.
At least there's no gnome. Wait.
No, the
Other
gnome was
gnome.
fine.
Well, you weren't with him as long as I was.
Too bad
That's
there
true.
wasn't a pixie.
Fucking pixie.
So I had no idea how the first adventure into the temple was going to go, because I don't know if you guys can tell that there's a lot of different ways it can go down.
There's a lot of passageway, and
It's a lot of travel.
Old school tile crawl, I
Yeah,
guess.
I'm going to go ahead and tell you, there are, in total, in this adventure, this is just a little bit of player knowledge here, 8 maps
Oh,
of similar
boy.
size,
Oh,
including
boy.
this one. Some of them vary in scale. Some of them are physically larger. Larger even than the temple grounds. But, similar in, like, size, like, so the scale is scaled down, there's less detail individually. It's just bigger areas.
Hmm.
But all the maps will be this size in Roll20. Because, I wouldn't blame you if you couldn't pick out where your start was. That's by design.
Well, I can't wait for these two old guys to torture us to death or something.
Like, why can't we be
Oh,
stuck in a
no.
room with like 2 beautiful ladies, not 2 old guys?
Oh yeah. Sorry, they got plans for you.
Oh boy.
wait, the old men have plans for us?
Oh no.
Yes, I already have one voice for one of them.
Oh no.
I haven't decided on the other one.
Oh god.
Maybe they have the exact same voice, and that's why they're friends.
No, I think that he sounds something like this.
Oh, I don't think he does, actually.
Yes? No, I do believe he sounds exactly like this.
I really don't think he does. I think you might have it wrong.
I'm gonna have fun next session.
Mm.
Are you
Lots
guys
of
ready
torture.
for the motherfucking grind, baby? Oh, hey, let me advance the turn tracker. By the way, if you don't eat... By the way, if you don't eat, you're gonna be hungry.
Oh no!
You can eat. Actually, no. You know what? You get to eat for free. These guys sit you down with like the little cooks, and they're like,
Please have a seat.
Mm. I don't like this.
or at least they will. They will let you eat after you agree to their proposal.
Oh no.
I mean, you will. You will, of course, right? Because it's not like you're gonna have much of a choice.
My instinct requires me to.
Oh shit! Yeah. I mean, I don't know. If you can weasel like a roll to get yourself some advantage, then please do try to think of that for next session. Maybe some like way of persuasion. I don't know. Just you can get a free roll without taking a turn. Try to take advantage of that, because you also get a fate point when you do it too, and that's good.
Okay.
So there's your I can't give you a better situation than this, Michael.
That is very true.
Like if you can't get this, then you might really consider changing that instinct, because like it's never gonna happen.
It's never gonna fucking happen unless I use you.
You got a week. You got a week to figure it out. Just puzzle on it, you know.
Figure out if I really want this.
Don't you stop having fun? I hate it.
Oh man, I love this. So how'd you guys? How was the session, guys? You got something that you liked, something that you didn't like?
Dungeon crawling definitely is a lot better. Torchbearer is stronger suit.
Oh yeah, once we're out of the town, that was a short
Yeah.
interlude, and I didn't want it to last long. It lasted longer than I wanted it to, but
I understand that. Dungeon crawling is it's a lot of. I like the system enough to know that it adds like time to what we do things for and what we can find, like investigating the temple. Though it is this is getting pretty difficult with the combat. Is usually stacked against the party. Not sure.
yeah, that's gonna be the pattern, my dude. It will always be stacked against you, but there's treasure. There's actually some really great stuff around that, I mean, you might get your hands on.
I need a bag. I need a large bag.
Powerful magic items, even. Like, there's so much shit in here. Like, there's, in total, throughout this inventory, there's like several kingdoms worth of loot. You gotta get in there and get it, though. And it's gonna be hell. It's gonna be hell. But I'm looking at like just some of the stuff. Like, I'm not even really finished with like level 2, and I'm like, oh, let me translate this into Torchbearer, and I'm like, god damn. I'll tell you what I did with +1 weapons, since that's a D&D thing.
Mm-hmm.
And since there are so many +1 weapons.
Mm-hmm.
Because we'll go ahead and talk about this, because we can talk about the generic stuff, because that's gonna come up eventually, and there's no reason to make it like obfuscated. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm just gonna have it do is a plus whatever weapon. You can expend the bonus to get a +1 success to an attack action with that weapon. You can use, if it's like a +2, you can use the 2 successes at once, or you can use them one at a time. And those are expended until you rest at camp.
That's interesting.
As well, some of them can like shine like torches. That's just determined individually.
Oh,
and those
so
like
the Lord of the Rings swords.
yeah. So like they shine with X duration, basically. So a +2 sword will shine twice as long as a torch, and that recharges every town visit.
So it really is to save space in like packs.
Yeah. Well, and also, so you can turn it on and off. So you can be like, well, I want light from the sword for this turn, and then you've used 1 tick of, you know, however many X torch worth you have in there. If that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Anyways, I'm gonna dip. I'll talk to you guys later.
Yeah.
Later.
Have a good night.
Magic armor, the whole point of it is it doesn't break unless you get hit a lot. You get plus whatever extra uses, and as long as you rest in camp before you use the actual physical use, it doesn't actually break. Again, all that shit's gonna be important.
Alright, I'm gonna head off too. It's pretty draining, actually. I'll see you guys later.
Yeah, you'll have to
later.
remind me when we get that stuff.
Yeah, I will. I'll have a thing that I'll share with you.
Okay. Thank you. Good
Okay.
night.
Good night.
You guys got